All right, let's do the intro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another
Let's.
episode of Call of the Abyss. A little disclaimer: this is an 18 plus stream, so if you are not 18 plus, please click out now. That said, I will introduce everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Rina. I'll be playing a Scarlet Lian or Scarlet Mikolov. And next, what's our order here? You guys gotta pretend not to.
I'm waiting for you to get control of your stream any day now.
Yeah.
She's having another breakdown.
I'll go. I'm Bully. I'm playing Toledo, the Banu Hakim.
Hey, I'm Ethan. I am playing Fletcher Wright, the Gangrel.
And I'm Lou, and I'll be your storyteller this evening. Jesus Christ. Quick little recap from what happened last episode. We're going to keep it together, please. Fletcher, Toledo, and Scarlett moved on to the next part of their mission. They once again rendezvoused at the academy the next night and planned out how to handle the arrival of the delegates. After speaking to a few people and putting their minds together, they decided to book a last-minute penthouse suite at the Sheraton Hotel for the guests and themselves. At the airport, they noticed that security was much heavier than the previous night, and things got a little tense as they finally greeted the two delegates at the terminal. They met up with Sierra Van Burris, a beautiful businesswoman with East Asian descent that coldly introduced herself, as well as her brother, a very unruly and very unkempt Malenkov. To our coterie surprise, the brown-haired woman subtly let them know that they are the Magisters, the Keepers, or otherwise known as the Lasombra. The night continued with a few minor hiccups on the road, but nothing too worrying, at least from what they've noticed. In any case, the group eventually arrived at the hotel and made themselves comfortable after some time, or whatever semblance of comfort. While Sierra and Malenkov retired to their bedrooms, our coterie members had their own emotional moments that glimpse into who they truly are behind their predatory facades. With more tension rising and this new blood in town, what could this possibly mean for Chicago? What could this bode for a kindred, especially for Scarlett, Fletcher, and Toledo? Tonight, we begin the scene with the camera spiraling down to the city heights of Chicago. Now, usually we start off in the schoolyard of the academy or the church or the dilapidated house of Fletcher, but tonight it's a little different. We begin in the fancily decorated penthouse suite of the Sheraton, the only one up above, maybe 50, 60 stories up high. Camera drifts from within the building itself, showing us each of our kindred. I'd like everyone to make a rouse check. That's just great. With everyone failing their rouse checks, all of you, what's your hunger at for the audience? What's everyone's hunger at? Okay, yeah. But you're with only one hunger. You feel that beast awaken you from inside. You feel it just letting you know that it's there. It's rattled a little bit in its cage as it shakes the metal bars off, but it doesn't get out. It's just there. It's just letting you know that, hey, I'm here. But nothing too crazy. Toledo, you're still a little too relaxed from last night. Maybe a couple things in your mind, but the beast is there. It's gnawing at your throat. It lets you know as well that it is still there. For Scarlett, with 4 hunger, you awaken with this lumbering beast from within. It is thrashing inside of you this evening. And you can't help but think that there are kindred in this room. There's food here. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get a taste of older blood tonight. We'll have to see. But in any case, all of you awaken for the evening. You guys get up from your beds as your eyes snap open. You realize that you're not at your own haven, but you remember that all the things that happened from the previous night. As you all collect yourselves, and I assume you guys get ready, as tonight is a pretty big night. There is Elysium at exactly 9 o'clock. How do you prepare for the evening? Let's start off with Scarlett.
Pretty thirsty, so I already woke up a bit pissed. Can't really see myself in the mirror very well, so I just kind of mess my hair around, make sure it looks nice on me. Throw on my jacket, brush my teeth for a bit, and then go out into the main room. Probably looking for somebody who can call reception for me.
Okay. Fletcher, how do you prepare for the evening?
Awakening in this state, a bit fresher after last night. Not much to be done. Dust a bit of the dirt off, maybe look a bit fancier. That's about it. Go to Elysium, how to go to anything. It's just another party.
Makes sense for Sergeant Fletcher, right? Not really caring too much about these fancy schmancy parties. What about our cowboy priest? How does he prepare for the evening? If you had asked Sister Isidore to bring you a nice set of clothes, she would have.
Yeah, this morning will start like any other. Waking up, probably his stuff set aside for the day from Sister Isidora, I'm assuming. His ritual kit's restocked, nice iron pants set out, cowboy hat ready to go. And yeah, I'll just get up, start putting on his uniform, getting ready for the day. Saying his prayers, being a good boy.
Okay. As the 3 of you take your time, well, some of you not actually taking your time, not really caring, you all meet up in the common room by the lounge that has large glass window that overlooks the city of Chicago. As the 3 of you reconvene, I'll leave the scene to the 3 of you for now.
How was everyone doing this fine evening?
Can you call the reception to send up someone to restock the towels?
For what?
Pretty thirsty.
I
though.
left a good towel in there. I did use most of the others, though.
I'm thirsty. They can't hear me from the phone.
Yeah, I guess you could just get room service at a place like this and snack on them. Yeah, all right. How's our guests out here?
You don't see them anywhere.
I'm gonna check on them, knock on Sierra's door.
Knock on her door. You hear a muffled, "I'll be out in a moment."
Okay. I knock on Malenkov's door.
You see, first of all, the doorknob is melted, and it's kind of welded into place. And you can see there are holes through his door, like he tried to punch through the door itself, and he succeeded. There are splinters of wood everywhere, and if you take a peek inside, you see that he's just kind of just standing there with his bloodied fists.
I look at Toledo from across the room.
Scarlett, what? Oh, and I'll go and see what she's trying to signal me for instead of using her words. Is she pointing just into his room?
Yep.
Hey, big guy, how you doing?
Do you stand like in front of his door?
I'm not standing in
Dex and
front.
athletics.
Already. That's why I didn't want to go near.
I'm gonna put some of that celerity on that.
Okay. You gonna activate your fleetness? All right, go ahead and activate your fleetness.
Three successes.
Okay, let's be fair to Malenkov. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for him, as he was not he's not very ecstatic about being locked in his own room. Crit. Okay, with 6 total successes, as you approach the door, Toledo, even with activating your celerity, as you try to peek in and say those words, you don't see it coming. Well, actually, you do. You have the supernatural reflexes to see it coming, but you are not quick enough, as Malenkov pretty much drop kicks the door itself as it crashes against you yourself, and it makes contact, and you take 1, 2, 3. You take 3. I think that's a margin of 3. 3 superficial damage, halved to 2. From that, as the door, more of the splinters crash upon your body, and the wood is now just sticking out of your torso at the moment, as he gets up and smiles at you. Good morning.
Good morning, Dedushka.
Gives you a bright smile, Scarlett. He looks towards Fletcher once again, and giving that. He's still got that smug grin on his face.
You want to go to Elysium in a body bag, Malenkov? Because we can arrange that. Toledo here is real good at doing that.
Try me.
Don't have to ask me twice. Tleo's gonna get up casually, brush himself off, and remove a stake from his belt.
All right, let's do it then.
Whoa, wait a second. Are we really bringing our delegates into Elysium? Staked?
Well, that delegate just drop kicked me.
Yeah.
I don't want him doing that to the rest of the good kindred of the city.
You locked me in my fucking room.
Looks like our big boy can't even get through a thin wooden door. What a shame.
He just looks at you, still smugly smiling. But before you guys can do anything, you hear Sister Isidora return, or at least emerge from one of the rooms as she says, "A word, please." Oh my goodness, what's going on here? And
He hit me. He hit me first.
She pinches the bridge of her nose. You can see that she is actually finally dressed for the evening, at least for Sister Isidora. Looks like she's also got the memo that Elysium will take place there and she will be attending. You can see right next to her is Max, a little bloodhound, and she's taken the liberty of putting a bow tie around his neck, like a little cute little doggy bow tie, a black bow tie, as he kind of just perches up and he kind of, shakes his head a little bit. It kind of sniffs in the air as it barks once, then twice at Malenkov. Father Toledo, a word.
All
No.
right, yeah, all right. Point the stake, Malenkov. Mind yourself. We're civilized folk up in here.
He flashes his fangs at you in this moment.
All right. Yeah, I'll go with Sister Isidora.
As she takes you to a little corner of the room, perhaps nearby in the kitchen or something, leaving behind Fletcher and the mess of Malenkov, Sister Isidora looks you in the eyes as she brushes her silvery white hair to the side as she says, "There was something that Max noticed earlier this morning. I tried to wake the lot of you, but... Well, I didn't try to wake the lot of you. That would be a lie. It was more of I could handle it. I did handle it. Unfortunately, they got away."
Someone try getting in?
Someone was looking at your vehicle, inspecting it, taking down the license plate and everything.
You gonna get a look at him?
Picked up his scent. And Max followed him for a bit, but unfortunately, we lost track of them. It was a nondescript looking individual, probably in his mid-20s. Dark hair, dark eyes. Didn't get a good look at him, to be honest.
Well, you spooked him off at least. That's good. Maybe we should call for another car, just in case.
There might be people on your tail, and they might be expecting you. Just a warning. Max and I will travel to Elysium by ourselves, unless you ask us to stay with you and that man, that unkempt-looking individual.
No. No, I'm not gonna put you through that. You didn't do anything to deserve being in that man's company. All right, yeah. Y'all go ahead, scout it out, and you can arrange for us to have a different vehicle that could accommodate us, that'd be appreciated.
Well, I believe the Sheraton has their own transportation services, don't they?
The hell if I know. The last time I stayed in a Sheraton. All right, no, that's good advice, and I will be doing that. Thank you, sister.
Unless you want to procure your own vehicle, there's a bunch in the basement parking garage.
I should stop stealing cars.
You
I realize
definitely should.
I've been too quick. I've been too quick to do that lately. No, I'm gonna call one. I'm gonna get us a nice driver service. And
Very well.
yeah, you all be careful. If they're tailing us, they might be after you too. Hopefully not.
I'll let you know what happens. Keep me posted.
Will do.
Okay. As she peels away from the kitchen, let's rewind time just a little bit as the scene returns to Fletcher and Scarlett, with Sierra opening her room door. You can see immediately that she is very, 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 very finely dressed. She's got like a black fitting dress going on right now. Her hair is done up. There's a few curls to the side. Her makeup is done very nicely. And there is just a certain amount of beauty about her, something graceful. As she walks out and she says, oh, not again. Good evening to the two of you.
Good
evening.
evening, Sarah.
I see that you've made acquaintances with Melankolov.
Dedushka is very entertaining.
At times, yes. Looks like he's... do not worry about the damages of this room. I will handle that. Now, I believe we have Elysium to get to, yes?
Yes. Would you like some drinks before we go, or?
I'm quite fine, thank you. I do. Malenkov says out loud as he breaks out the silence, or from his silence.
And what's your preference, Dedushka?
She stands over you as he leans down and says, brunettes.
I'll go find some brunettes then.
No. I can hunt on my own, he says out loud as he begins lumbering towards the door.
Nah. Malcolm, you ain't going nowhere. We are, well, some of us are taking care of you both tonight, so no need to bother yourself with anything, or go anywhere, or do anything.
Once again, inches closer to you, Sergeant Fletcher Wright, as he snarls, baring his fangs as he says, let's see what Chicago has to fucking offer us.
That's better.
You can tell, without a roll, that his eyes dart towards Sierra every few seconds, almost as if he's asking for permission. But Sierra gently just shakes her head left and right every time. As the door closes, after Sister Isidora and Max leave, how do you guys plan on transporting the delegates?
Toledo?
If Toledo is back by now, Was I there for the whole conversation? All right, so I come at the end of it, maybe. I think it's better if we order some food for us here, and then we just head right to our destination. No dilly-dallying.
Yes, it's better to arrive at the Elysium with our stomachs full.
All right, I'll go over to the phone, dial room service.
Sure. Yeah. I imagine you make some obscure order of food and extra towels.
It would be, we ordered entertainment last night. We didn't get it. Can we get it for now?
Okay. All right.
We paid extra.
So, a few minutes go by as you make this reminder towards them. And at a certain point, the doorbell rings for the room. As you open it, I imagine you, Fletcher, check who's there, who's in the front of the room.
After I get the splinters of a door just out of the way, just push it into the room and then open it up.
Okay. As you do, as you open the door, you find 3 individuals standing there before you. One of them has a push trolley kind of deal with some food on top and a metal, cover. Well, there's a man and a woman next to him as they kind of roll in from the outside, and I imagine you let them in. All of you are just standing around in the lounge or something. The door shuts as the delivery boy or whoever it is that brought the food in takes his leave, leaving the 2 individuals there with both of you, with all of you.
Who all was hungry? I am. Scarlett is. Anyone else?
Malenkov is.
Oh, perfect. I actually brought some for you. I'll get my suitcase with the blood bags and set it next to him. Those are for you. You can have all of them if you want.
He steps before you guys could even say anything. After the door shuts, he's already looking at the woman and he's walking in that direction.
Intercept him.
Okay. You quickly get in between the woman and Malenkov as she kind of just smiles. Both of them are dressed very formally, and it's almost as if they were here to escort you to like a fancy party or something. They're probably here to show you a good time with Chicago's finest clubs and whatnot. But as you intercept Malenkov, he towers over you once again as he smiles.
Like, as I was saying, I was putting the briefcase I had, pushing in his chest. You go sip on those, think about what you did. Scarlett, if you'll have our friends set up our food in my room. Take care of this real quick.
Now I gesture towards Toledo's room for the other 2 to follow me.
You can see Sierra just staring at Malenkov as you can see, it's your suitcase, right? That suitcase is, you can see as you push it towards him, he grabs it with one hand and you can see his veins on his hand pop in this moment as he begins to start crushing the outside of the case.
I'll just pick that up from a thrift shop. But I mean, I know it's hard, but there's these latches on top, and I'll pop one. Yep, right there. Yep, that's how you get it open. So you go ahead and have your snacks. I'm gonna have mine, and then we'll head out together and hopefully never see each other again. Sound good?
Once again, Sierra is just completely just looking at Malenkov like she's in complete control. But eventually, the both of you, you take the 2 people away to Scarlett's room or whoever's room.
Toledo's room.
Toledo's room. Okay. Fletcher, you don't feed, right? You only have 1 hunger.
No need to.
How much blood do you take, Scarlett?
2.
Okay. Toledo, how much blood do you take?
Also 2. Also going to heal.
Perfect. Go ahead and select your hunger is down by 2. And I imagine that you just leave the both of these individuals in a state of the kiss, somewhere laying around. Clean up, like the wound and everything.
Yep.
Okay. As they're feeding Fletcher, notice that Malenkov does pick up the suitcase, opens the bags. He opens it, sees the blood bags, and he just stares at you. I imagine you remain with him and Sierra in the room.
Arms crossed, leaning up against the front door.
You see him make eye contact with you, completely lost in some sort of intimidating gaze. But this is fine with you. You've faced foes like him many a times, and it doesn't work for you. But he just picks it up, one blood bag after another, and just crushes them in his hands, bloodying up his fingers, his wrists, and starts smearing blood all over the walls.
Are you sure you're Clan Lasombra Malenkov? You're not a Setite or anything?
Oh, I've eaten many setites.
I'm sure you have.
Sierra shaking her head over and over. But he tosses the suitcase to the side, the blood bags as well, before he stands in a corner once again after he wipes all the blood against the walls and the furniture. Scarlett and Toledo, you guys finish feeding. As you exit your rooms, you can see that the walls are now covered in blood.
Looks like a crime scene.
All right. Yeah, like this is. I hate to say it, you're gonna have to pay to clean this up.
I'll pay for everything, do not worry.
Thank you. You're
You
very
did
kind.
prevent him from feeding, so.
I didn't. I offered him plenty of blood right there, but he didn't want it. And you know, a few years ago, I would have taken great offense. But I'm a teacher now. I'm a father and a professor. So I've learned patience. And I've learned how to identify when someone's throwing a tantrum. I know it means that there's something else we could get to. There's a deeper issue, but I don't have time to get to it. I know you're hurting inside, Dushka, and I hope you find a way to heal. But you're gonna have to show up to Elysium hungry. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. Alright, we ready to head out?
Just dandy. Ready to go.
Alright, perfect. I'm called first of all, ask for a discreet cleanup. I'm gonna hand the phone to Sierra. I'm like, you're gonna have to give him like your card information or something.
You hand the phone over to Sierra. She just looks at you
Why?
expectantly.
Toledo, Lasombra,
Oh,
phone.
God. Yeah, you guys are. I don't know. Your clan sucks. All right.
Need to imagine.
We'll get this
What
settled
you
later.
get used
You
to.
arrange for a few things, of course, but eventually Sierra just gives in. She doesn't give in. She's actually very, very willing to pay for everything. You can tell that she's extremely wealthy just by the way she shrugs her shoulders at expenses such as this. But in any case, you procure transportation. It is a semi-grayed out van with the Sheraton sort of logo off to the side and a sliding door. And you even have your own personal driver. So, with that in mind, do you guys just get in, hop in the vehicle after descending, 50 plus floors? Or you guys have any other preparations?
No,
Not really.
yeah, I think
No, not really sure what to prepare for, so I think we're good.
Sure, yeah. All you need to do is just go to Elysium at the Succubus. So, Alright. So you have your own.
we do it. We complete our mission.
Does anyone
Next.
would anyone else like to drive, or do you just let the driver do it for you?
If they'll let us drive, Toledo will drive. I don't know if he-
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'd
yes,
feed
right.
on the driver.
With some of you having dominate, you can easily make the driver, step out and
Oh no, he's gonna keep me entered. He's gonna feed me. For one that before.
Scarlett wants
the
to
driver-
dominate him into the back with her to feed. Toledo can drive.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make that balance check, please. Perfect. And you take 2 dots from him.
Just one
All
dot.
right. So, who's in the passenger seat? This is once again a big van. Who's in the passenger seat? All right, so just Toledo up front.
I'm feeding on the guy at the back, so unless Fletcher wants to ride at the front as well.
No, I want to keep a very close eye on the 3 Lasombra in the back.
Perfect.
I
Okay.
could offer it to Sierra if she wants it.
She doesn't. She shrugs her shoulders and she gets in the middle portion of the van itself. I imagine Scarlett and Fletcher at the very front and Maleka is at the very back. Okay. All right. And and a lot of you make your way towards the Succubus Club. Is there any conversation on the way there? It's only a few blocks away. 4 or 5 blocks. Is there a conversation happening inside the vehicle, or are you all just kind of quiet and stoic and dramatically looking out the window as no music plays in the background because there's 3 Lasombra in the vehicle?
He'll probably just hum something loudly to himself since there's no radio.
Nah, since Sierra's got her lips shut, ain't got nothing to talk about.
Okay. Toledo, what's an awareness, please? Actually, resolve an awareness. You hear Malenkov complaining in the back, as usual, looking at the guy that Scarlett has fed upon. The dude is lost in a kiss, obviously, but Malenkov, he just arches over Sierra at this moment. His fangs are bared once again, the flakes from his bald head just falling upon the seat in front of him. But as he looks towards that direction, Toledo, what role did you get? How many successes? Is he muted?
Yeah, sorry, I think everything cut out of me for a second. What'd you want me to roll?
Resolve an awareness.
Got it, sorry.
Yeah, you are a bit glitchy on my end.
Ooh, that is 2.
Okay, would you like to willpower that?
Fast. Yes.
We have a free one. Don't forget.
3.
Okay, you can. Okay, yeah, you can use
Oh.
that free willpower. Sure. Yeah, you don't need to.
I'm gonna say I used. Well, didn't do much for me, but yeah. I'll tap my free one.
Yeah, with 3 successes, Toledo. Keep that in mind as Malenkov complains in the back, and Fletcher just suspiciously looking at the 3 Lasombra, and Scarlett probably stroking the guy's hair at this point, as that's her feeding type. She just kind of gets intimate with him as she snacks on him just a little bit. And Sierra just looking out the window as the sprinkles of, the rain kind of hit the side of the window and whatnot. Toledo. Oh, she keeps glitching out. Okay. Toledo. As you keep your eyes on the road, you get a sense of dread just in this moment before you see, as you get to this intersection, before you see large gleaming yellow lights coming in your direction at full speed. As you turn your head in that direction, you can see that it is a large, sort of dark blue bus. And with those successes, you are allowed to make a dexterity and drive roll.
No. Okay. I'm using some blood. Non-combat dex. Definitely going to be using fleetness here, and I'm going to be blood surging. Hunger going up by 2, so I'm back at 3. But maybe I will pass the test now.
Okay. 2 round checks failed. A lot of you in the back don't notice this because nobody sat up front. And I imagine the both of you are too busy with doing stuff on your own. Oh, with 5. Is that a crit? With 5 successes, Toledo. How do you maneuver the vehicle as you come to this intersection, slowing down this red light? How do you maneuver the vehicle? Reminder that it's coming from your left, and this huge bus is just barreling down the road at full speed.
Great question. So I'm in a red. Traffic's going past me, I guess. So it's not really. I'm assuming this car is behind me as well.
There's cars behind you. But with those 5 successes, you did reach.
I'm gonna say, well, since it's sort of lining up, it seems to be trying to purposely hit us. Instead of sort of going back and forth to make it easy for it just to go one side or another, I'm actually going to turn out and drive towards it, throw it off a little bit, but try to almost like side scrape it rather than get T-boned. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. With those 5 successes, you are able to do this, and for the both of you, Fletcher and Scarlett, you don't realize what's going on until he just does this maneuver as he turns the wheel to the side, trying to change direction into oncoming traffic. And this is when you notice that as he turns in that direction, putting his feet on the gas, you see this large bus just coming in at you in this manner at full velocity. But somehow Toledo manages to evade the vehicle, and it pretty much just sidesteps in a sort of manner this bus, and you manage to avoid getting T-boned as mentioned. But this does stop your car from moving, Toledo, as the car kind of swerves off in the middle of this intersection. The bus also stops as it kind of swerves off to the sidewalk and stops. And we see a few individuals emerge from the bus, all carrying some sort of weaponry. What do the 3 of you do?
Toledo will immediately just yell, "Sarge, you're up."
Nice driving, General. I'm gonna get out of the car, activate toughness.
Okay, let's see that rouse check.
success.
Perfect.
Our vehicle's still working, right?
Yeah, your vehicle is still. It was barely scratched. With your 5 successes.
Are we gonna keep moving or?
Scarlett, get out, help Fletcher. I'm gonna get these 2 to Elysium.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think I can be much help. I can't use any of my disciplines out there.
I mean, I really don't think Fletcher will need it at all, but shit happens. I think you're safer with him than here. And if there's a crowd, you're going to be able to help talk people away from it. Say there's a bomb if you have to.
You'll never let me. You'll never let that down, will you?
Nope.
General, do you happen to have a gun or something? Anyone have a gun?
Nah, not my style.
All right.
What is happening right now? Sierra says in a panic as Malenko
Trouble.
smiles once again as he looks out the window as he kind of cracks his knuckles in this moment as he says, "I've been looking for a fight."
Yeah, no, you are staying
No,
here.
you two stay in the car. All right. Sarge, Scarlett, let's go, get out.
And step out of the vehicle. I need the both of you to make dexterity and athletics rolls, please.
Dex and athletics. For dodging?
You were dodging.
Okay, I'm arouse my blood. Okay, it's a success.
Four successes.
Okay. Let's roll for them.
Can I use my free willpower to...
I think only one of you got a free willpower last session. You guys just used it.
Ah, yeah.
Might as well use it. No.
You're not gonna need it. Okay, with 4 successes for Sergeant Fletcher, 3 successes for Scarlett. Yeah, as you both step out, you feel the whizzes of the gunfire come in your direction, but you realized that they're dangerous too soon, and you manage to avoid them quickly as you duck in the side off to the side of the car, but the gunshots do hit the van. Luckily, nothing too crazy happens, and we are going to begin combat in this moment as the both of you see 2 what seems to be kindred, or not kindred, but people who are in black hoodies, some ripped up jeans, some sneakers, just inside the bus, just shooting in your direction with what seems to be pistols and semi-machine guns. You are just a few meters away from them. Toledo, you take off, right? You just take off. Okay. Immediately, as the gunshots whiz by you, the car behind you, the van in which Toledo is driving, takes off in this moment. So, Fletcher, you're up to bat.
So they're pointing the guns out of the
windows of the bus. Mm-hmm.
If I can run straight up to it, grab the gun and pull it and try and yank them right out the window. Even just the gun. But that's my intention.
Okay. Strength and brawl, please. Scarlett, what do you do in this moment?
Are there people around?
Look around you. If you want to take a quick look. Yeah, what's an awareness? Because you are in the heat of combat right now, so you have to actively do this.
Rouse my blood for wits.
Might use a willpower on that one.
Sure. Keep in mind they took their turn, so they don't offer any resistance.
I really want to stick it.
Reroll that. I am not going.
Keep in mind that you have clan coterie merits you can use.
Oh yeah.
If you know
4
what your
successes.
clan coterie merit is.
Yeah, if you target the same target that I'm targeting, you get an extra dice.
Sure. Scarlett, are you gonna
I'm
reroll
gonna
or?
yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
With one success, Scarlett, you see a bunch of people around you, but you're not sure if they're paying attention or if what they're going to do. You're just lost in combat right now. Maybe your adrenaline's just kicked in, if you have any adrenaline, as you're a kindred. But let's just say you do, and you maybe just want to fight at the moment, or maybe you just want to get out of here. But you can see Fletcher just take off in this moment. With 4 successes, Fletcher, you are able to leap upon the bus and grab one of these individuals off and yank them off to the, the ground itself. That would have counted as a brawl move. You don't do any damage to them, but you do grapple them in this moment.
Do I disarm them or just yank them?
You just yank them in the moment, effectively disarming them because they can't fire when you're grappled. So they will take a turn. So the one you yanked off, he's going to try to break out of your grapple with a contested roll. So go ahead and roll your strength and roll once again. Ooh. Okay.
8 successes.
Okay, we'll take that as your attack damage as well, your attack roll as well. With 8 successes against his 4, you went out with 4 successes. And what does this look like? What do you do in this moment? Did you activate your protein? What do you...
It's probably like yank them out, get up behind them, wrap. It's like a sleeper hold. Wrap legs around the legs, get them up and have their head in a lock and have them grappled down. Start constricting as hard as I can.
Okay, yeah. And you do a total of 4 superficial damage half. So 2, he takes 2 superficial damage from this, unless you activated your protein, which I don't think you did.
Not just yet. Is it a busy street?
It's, well, you're a little too lost in combat right now, but
Yeah,
you
not
did
yet.
see that there's a lot of people around.
Yeah.
Some cars are now, some people are just peering out of their vehicles, looking in your direction, but you don't know what they're going to do. Scarlett, the other person is going to take a few shots at you. What do you do in this moment? Do you try to dodge? Do you attack back? Or
I'm gonna probably dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge that.
Dex Athletics? Yeah, with 3 successes. Once again, you see, as you're looking around, Scarlett, gauging the situation itself, you see people just running around, or maybe, trying to get in their vehicles and whatnot. Keep in mind that this is a scene right now. There's a large bus that just, swerved off to the side of the road. It's blocking the intersection. And people are firing out of the vehicle itself. So with 3 successes, you are able to once again get on the ground, duck just in time before the gunshots whiz by you once again.
All I know is that there's people around. I don't know if they're panicking or right. Or
Yeah, you're in the throes of combat. So but with 1 success, I'll give you that there's people just in this. You're in downtown. Keep in mind that.
The moment I dodge that, I'm gonna start screaming to the nearest person. They've got a gun! They've got a gun! Somebody call 911!
We'll take that as your minor action. So go ahead and roll your... Well, actually, you don't need to roll for this. There's actual evidence that there's gunshots. So, yeah. Some people start freaking out and whatnot, but that gives us time to go ahead and start the round over. Fletcher, you won that brawl roll. What do you do in this moment?
I think just keeping them in this hold, I want to try and just start pulling their neck to the side, pushing it as hard as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your strength and brawl once again, as he's going to try to break out the hold. I don't think he's going to succeed, but...
I might roll badly. That's a 4 with a bestial. A
It's a
messy critical.
Messy crit. Okay. Ties go to the player in this moment because you do have a messy critical. So I think in this moment, the right compulsion would take place of dominance or harm, whichever you choose. But you are now, your beast has awakened in this moment, and it kind of reminds you of the time you spent in wars. And with your training, you master this beast, and you will it to do your bidding in this moment as you begin to twist this individual's neck. But he offers a bit of resistance as he also got 4 successes. But you maintain this grapple and you prevent him from doing anything else. Fletcher snarls at you as he says, "What the fuck?" As he kind of pops his hoodie comes up, and you see that his ears are a little pointed in this moment, animalistically. Scarlett, your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna cause chaos in downtown. I'm trying to get everyone away from the area, basically. So I'm going to activate awe to get as much attention as I can while I'm running away from the area.
Okay. Presence does not work in combat.
Oh, okay. So they didn't run away when I yelled at, or
Who?
they have a gun. Somebody call 911.
The people that are shooting at you, you're fighting. They're not running away. They're trying to kill you.
The people who are around.
The people are running around. The people are in panic because of gunshots and the
All
big
right.
bus.
If that's the case, I'm going to head straight to the opposite direction of the bus to try to get in there. Because I assume where Fletcher is like hanging off like to the right side of the bus.
The bus is okay. The side of the bus is facing your direction as of right now. As you guys are in the middle of the intersection. There's people shooting. There's one person that's shooting from inside the bus through a window, and you are in the middle of the street, Scarlett. So how do you go about this?
I'm currently lying on my back with him on top of me, and I've got my legs wrapped around him like in a sleeper hold. So we're on the pavement.
Yeah, you're both on like in the middle of the intersection.
The intersection.
Yeah, there's cars around you on all 4 lanes.
There's cars around me and there's people in there, or did they all run out already?
Yes, everyone is. This is downtown, so there's a lot of people around you. After the gunshots, everyone's starting to panic and run away after you've yelled out that. Well, you didn't yell out. There's a bomb, so this is a bit different. But there's people that are definitely panicking around you. There's onlookers now from the buildings off to the side of the street and things like that. But there's an immediate state of panic after the gunshots were fired.
I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna normally run towards the other attacker.
Okay, he's in the bus. So yeah. What do you do? You just run towards him?
I'm gonna run towards him, and I'm gonna try to get in via the bus's doorway.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. It'll just be another dexterity and athletics roll as that'll be your main action, trying to get in the vehicle itself. Okay, 3 successes. I'm going to say that you can make it there quite not efficiently, but rather you don't take your time, but you try to avoid any gunfire coming your way, as he is going to try to pretty much shoot you. But you will notice a few things, Scarlett. Okay, ties will go to the player, so you manage to, once again, you are dodging these bullets left and right as you kind of just duck and just in the right moments, and maybe perhaps use a bit of your finesse from your growing up to evade any danger at all whatsoever. But as you make your way towards the front side of the bus, you can see that there is an individual with a hood that's sitting on the driver's seat, and she is about to. You can tell that she's screwing around with the bus controls itself as she pulls the what do you call it, the shift stick, and she steps on the gas pedal. You can see from your point of view, Scarlett, as you get in, that she has some sort of deformed features of herself that kind of reminds you of Brian.
Masquerade din.
But
yeah.
that ends your turn. Changes things in this moment as now you're trying to get in the bus itself. So, Fletcher, top of the turn, what do you do?
Still got this guy in a grip. I'm going to try and pull out my knife and just stab at him on top of me while we're in a grapple.
Okay. Dex and melee, please.
Five.
Okay. Yeah, with 5 successes, let's see. Let's be fair, as he is kindred as well. He's gonna try to break out of your grapple first of all. His DC is. Jesus Christ, poor guy. This poor kindred. Okay, all right, Fletcher. As you pull out your knife and you begin stabbing him over and over again, you can tell that there is something about his skin that is toughened up in this moment, but you manage to penetrate through with your dagger, with your combat dagger, and you deal 4, 5 plus 2, that's 7, halved. He takes 2 superficial damage from this because he does have toughness as well. He doesn't do any damage to you whatsoever though, but you can feel him snarling and trying to wiggle off of your grapple at this moment, but it is unsuccessful. And you begin to just stab this guy over and over and over. Scarlett, as you get in the vehicle, you can see a Nosferatu lady step on the gas, and the bus begins to take off. You have a choice here. As you look to your left, because in front of you is, the driver. To your left, you can see 2 other kindred in there. One of them is pointing a gun in your direction. One of them is about to pounce on you.
Gonna make a couple of rolls here. Gonna rouse my blood for prowess. Get hungrier. I'm gonna soaring leap to the nearest guy.
Well, driver is in front of you.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
nearest person.
That's the nearest person?
Yeah, as
Then
you
I just-
entered from the bus vehicle's door, so immediately you see the driver in front of you.
Then I immediately...
Down the bus, there's 2 people
There's
there.
two
One of
people
them,
there.
yeah.
Then I immediately grab the bus driver's neck and tell her and then tell the other people if you don't stop this bus and if you don't put down your gun, she's gonna lose her head. And then I start to activate Touch of Oblivion.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll your strength and brawl first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can only activate 1 discipline
Okay.
per turn. So,
So
which
strength
one is
and
it?
brawl.
Which one is it? Prowess or Touch of Oblivion?
Touch of Oblivion.
So strength and brawl first. Okay, she does have. She does have a chance here. Okay, with 3 successes. Well, were you trying to? Okay, well, guess you didn't intimidate them because you were literally attacking them. So in their defense, they will try to attack you, Scarlett. Axe and firearms. And this dude is gonna pounce at you. Five, 2. Okay, yeah. As ties do go to the player, you manage to grab on to this Nosferatu lady. As you activate your Touch of Oblivion, you begin to summon forth the power of the shadows from within as you begin to melt away. Where are you grabbing her, by the way? Are you just her neck? As you begin to melt away the skin on her neck, you can feel it dissipate, and you feel that oblivion from within your blood melt away and corrode her neck in this moment. Unfortunately, since you can only target one person at a time, 2 people, coterie members, you presume, attack you. With 2 successes for one of them, for Baggy, he's holding a pistol, so that's 4. For halved, you take 2 superficial from him, and in 1 round, since you don't have any defense against this, he will try to kick you off of Mallard. With 5 successes. You will take 3 superficial damage. So this all happens at once. Scarlett, as you grab the person, you start to melt away their face or their neck. The coterie members react in this direction. As one of them shoots your way, you feel a gunshot whiz by you and hit you right in the shoulder, shipping you there, taking a bit of damage, while the other person that was coming towards your area, your direction, just kicks you in this moment off of Mallard with 5 successes. You take that much damage. Fletcher, you can tell that this individual is just wriggling off, trying to wriggle as best as he can. And I imagine you just finished the job.
Just gonna keep stabbing, yelling, "Stop wasting my time!"
All right. Dex and melee. This will be our last round, as we've kind of dragged this on a little bit, but I just wanted to see how you guys deal with these individuals. 3 successes. Okay.
Stick with 3.
Yeah. You take a lot of damage. He's taking enough damage to the point that he is probably going to frenzy out of fear here. And you can see him snarling in this moment, biting at the air, and he's unable to break hold of your grapple as you stab him one last time before he gives in, and pretty much you see him stop moving in this moment, perhaps voluntarily putting himself in torpor, or maybe he's just lost the will in this moment. Scarlett. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead. You just toss him off.
Toss him off and stand up. That's it.
Okay, you're now soaked in blood, and you can see Scarlett inside getting attacked by these people in the bus. Scarlett, what's your health tracker at?
5 superficial damage.
Yeah. What do you do in this moment? Remember, you can heal every turn, once per turn.
I can't exactly heal when they're attacking me.
No, you can, once per turn, you can always heal. You can mend.
Yeah, but then they'll attack me if I mend.
You can still take actions.
You can do all the blood stuff once per turn. So you can heal,
Okay.
activate a discipline, rouse. The other one that I always forget. And then do something.
So I'll rouse the blood to...
Yeah, you can mend right now with a successful rounds check. Yeah, you can mend 2 superficial damage with your blood potency.
My blood potency... Oh wait. My blood potency is 1.
With the errata, you heal at 2.
Oh. I didn't read that.
So what do you do in this moment, Scarlett? There's 3 of them and 1 of you. you ran straight into their little.
Oh, I'm pissed off. I'm gonna try and intimidate them. Can I intimidate them and activate a discipline at the same time?
You're most certainly welcome to do so. Keep in mind you are in the thralls of combat already.
Oh yeah. There's cameras around for sure. Fuck.
Just gotta let you know that with intimidation, it works very well before combat, but not during combat.
I was too far away to mess around with them.
Remember that you just got kicked right in the side of your body. You take a lot of damage from. You can tell that that person that just kicked you is very strong. So
I can't fight them at this. Oh wait, can I? Wait, is the bus? The windows are all like clear, like a school bus, or is it like a bus? Like
it's like a passenger bus, like a shuttle that travels in and out of the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Arms of Ahriman.
Okay, let's see that rouse check.
Should I? Yeah.
You can always run away.
No. Just a success. And then I have to activate.
Let's see that Wits and Oblivion roll, please.
Since this is the same scene, you can ask me what's for wits earlier. At 4.
4 successes. So what do you do with your Arms of Ahriman? Do you try to grapple somebody? Do you?
I'll grapple the farthest one from me, so that because it will probably catch him or her by surprise, by like grabbing them by the neck and just basically like pulling them up into the air and throwing them away.
Sure. And they have to make a resolve and composure roll to resist Arms of Ahriman. Let me go ahead. So the person that shot at you, or the person that kicked you, who do you choose to grapple with your Arms of Ahriman?
The one who kicked me.
One who kicked you. Okay. Now let's see his roll. 1 round. Does not have a very good dice pool for this. Okay. Let's see what he rolls. Resolve and composure. Okay, yeah, with 2 successes, your shadows, the tendrils from where you are, seemingly sprout out from the floor of the bus vehicle itself as it entangles him around his body and onto his neck as he gets lifted up from the floor itself. As he begins to struggle and he doesn't know what the hell's going on, but then you can see the look in his eyes. They're a bit animalistic as well in this moment as he looks at you, not with fear, but with a sort of anger in this moment. As he can't do much. Mallard and the other individual, since you've taken your turn and you have to focus, the other person is going to try to shoot you once again. He will take a -2 for this because he does have to reload. But Mallard is just going to step on the gas. Successes. Okay. Scarlett, you take another 2 superficial damage from this. Okay. And we're going to pause the scene there just for a moment as we bounce the camera over to Toledo. If you look at the rear view mirror, Toledo, you can just see 2 blurry images behind you, just 2 distorted, blurry images, and crystal shards of what used to be, or what is Sierra and Malenkov. But As you drive down the road and you eventually reach the Succubus Club, you can tell that they're both sort of panicking in this moment. You remain quiet, I assume, or what do you...
Yeah, I mean, I just be telling them, calm down. It's all right. We are professionals first and foremost. The other two will sort of looking out the window, handle whatever that little situation was, So the entertainment. You guys are buckled, right? Yeah, make sure to put on your seatbelts. Just a couple blocks. We'll be there in no time.
Okay. One last resolve and awareness for you, please.
Six.
Wow, with 6 successes. Yeah, you managed to avoid every obstacle whatsoever, and you even hear sirens off into the distance. But with those 6 successes, I'll give you a couple of things. First and foremost, traffic has cleared out here for some reason. As you get closer and closer to the Succubus, you know that this is downtown, but for some reason, traffic isn't as heavy around the Succubus Club. Second, well, I did mention that you already hear the sirens coming, barreling down the road perhaps, or maybe off in a distance. Third, as you maybe look around once again, look at the rear view mirror, look at the side mirror, off to the side of the road, on one of the rooftops of these the commercial buildings, once again, you see a red-cloaked individual, blank white mask, and crimson red eyes flashing in your direction. But it is only there for a moment. As you look back in the road and you look back towards where that person is, they're no longer there. With your 6 successes, I'll give you one more thing. And we're not alone. There was 2, maybe 3 of them, all wearing red cloaks and white masks, all flaring those crimson red eyes.
Yeah, I need to get to Elysium. This isn't looking good.
Fortunately, you make it there safely, relatively. Few gunshots, few holes in the Sheraton van itself. Also, there's a screaming guy now that Malenkov is gnawing on in this moment. But eventually you make it to the Succubus Club. Outside, you can see the sheriff, arms crossed in the parking lot as he, kind of leans back against the wall. As you park, I imagine you get out of the vehicle. With him, as you can see, is Sister Isidore and Max, patiently waiting.
Yeah, just whip it in, immediately get out, open their door. All right, yeah, right this way. Go inside immediately. No lollygagging. Sister, Max, good to see both of you. You get here all right? Good. Just constantly head on the swivel.
Where are the other 2?
They stopped by to take care of a problem. You guys didn't have any issues?
No, Max and I took a very nice walk.
No. You know what? I didn't know you're such a dog person. Maybe we'll pick one up for you.
Oh God!
And keep you company.
This one is riddled with fleas. I had to bathe him 3 times this week.
I'm sure Sarge will appreciate that.
You can see Damien just standing there expectantly as he nods at Sierra, and Sierra nods at him. Malenkov follows suit very cautiously, but he does not make eye contact with you. Damien, though, does say, I hope those 2 make it okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you're worried about one of them in particular. Don't worry. Trained her well.
Right. No doubt. I'm sure she's fine. And as you enter Elysium, the Succubus Club, Toledo. Oh, go ahead.
Damien, call me old-fashioned, but when I was coming up, you usually would. It was important to get someone's father's permission before pursuing anything serious, courting and whatnot. There's some weird connotations around it these days, but I just throwing it out there. If you ever want to talk man to man, I'm here. About your intentions,
What are you talking? I'm sorry, what?
It's all right. I'll just.
As you guys walk inside, you can see that he is very uncomfortable at this moment. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Even if he is decades old, you can tell that 17, maybe 18-year-old mindset is still there. Or maybe he's just oblivious to certain things. But Sister Isidore just gives you a smile in this moment, and then she rolls her eyes and carries Max along inside. Sierra and Malenkov obviously following. Actually, Sierra takes the lead, as if she's already been here before, as she walks inside, and Damien follows suit, keeping a close eye on Malenkov. As you walk in, have you been here before? Pretty sure you have, at least once or twice, maybe in the past 2
Probably
years.
for something.
Okay, but for the audience, the Succubus Club is one of the most prestigious clubs, or maybe the most prestigious clubs, and it rivals the Asylum in all of the world of not world of darkness, but the club scene of the United States. The Succubus Club from the outside looks about 3 stories high. The first floor is riddled with all the kind that are very, very well dressed. They all sort of have, these business attires going on. Men in expensive suits, women in very, very tight-fitting dresses that kind of accentuate their curves and all of that. And it's pretty much everyone flaunting their wealth at each other. As you walk in, you hear the booming music of what seems to be maybe EDM, and it just kind of shakes the ground just a little bit as people kind of sway left and right, putting their hands in the air. You can immediately smell human perspiration as you walk in. It is extremely warm on the first floor. But as you push your way past the kind here and you get to the staircase that leads to the second floor, you can easily tell that this is the VIP section where perhaps your meeting will take place. As you look over the crowd, Toledo, your 6 successes, I'll give you this. You recognize Kathleen in the crowd. She's one of the students at the academy, one of the Thin Bloods. And she looks to be with other people there. She's putting her hands in the air, and she's probably drunk off her ass in this moment. You also notice a few other people here. Kathleen is with Frankie and Brian. Actually, no, Brian's not here. Never mind. He's Nosferatu. Sorry, not Brian. But it's just Frankie and Kathleen. Right. Mm-hmm. In any case, you get to the second floor. Inside, you can see a lot of familiar faces, usually in Elysium. The place is riddled with fanciful gear and plush seats. There is a large chandelier that's lit up and beautifully decorated that hangs above the ceiling. Around you, there are a collection of paintings and sculptures and whatnot. And on the center, there is a large platform where you can see some of Baby Chorus already playing their instruments. Kathy, Glenn, Nero, Evan, who's on the drums. They're just playing a little bit of jazz right now to maybe calm the crowd, and they're just waiting for Damien to get in, who eventually takes his place up on stage, leaving you all alone. Well, actually, Sister Isidore and Max are with you, but Sierra and Molenkov kind of disappear in the crowd, unless you keep your eye on them.
Before we part ways with Damien, we're good then?
Yeah.
Anything else we need to do, or you guys got it from here?
I'll take it from here. Thanks for keeping an eye out.
Yeah, no problem. Super easy. Be right back.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I'll go out. And I'm gonna obfuscate, find a place where I can do that, then using celerity head the couple blocks towards where all the commotion was going, to make sure the other two are safe.
You're gonna go back to the place. Yeah, well, a lot of time. Well, some time has passed, maybe 5-10 minutes since you parted ways with them. So this gives them a bit of time to work on a few things as well. So let's rewind time just a little bit to finish up this combat situation. Scarlett, you once again take another gunshot. This time to your right shoulder. It kind of chips you in this moment, and you feel your blood egging you on in this moment. You know that maybe you're outnumbered, or maybe you have to do something in order to maybe get out of here. Or if you want to stay and try to kill them, you can as well. Fletcher is just outside as well.
I'm gonna try and grapple the driver and then throw both of us out of the vehicle.
So you're gonna try to tackle them. You want to throw them, grab them and throw them, or tackle them out the window?
Tackle them out the window.
Okay. Strength and brawl, please. Fletcher, you just
I'm
pretty
gonna
much put this guy in pull form. You have the next turn. You see a Scarlett's inside. What do you do? He's getting beat up.
He dropped a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for me to activate prowess in that moment?
Yeah, you can activate a discipline per turn.
Alright, that's awesome.
The bus is driving away, right?
Yeah, you can see that the bus is now moving. As combat, each turn in combat takes 3 seconds, so you can see that the bus is now moving.
Am I able to make it to the other side where the door is, or at least to the door?
There are open windows.
Am I able to reach Scarlett?
With a high enough dex and athletics, yeah, you can. She made it there in 3.
Let's give it a try.
Sure. Dex and athletics, please. Hey, we might have to save this roll. Okay, with 5 successes, Scarlett, gauging your situation, you can tell. I don't know what's going on through Scarlett's head in this moment, but the person you're about to tackle is now just stepping on the gas, and the bus is beginning to move. But with your 5 successes, you are able to lunge in their direction, releasing the shadows around you, and you just you push yourself upon this Nosferatu woman as you crash against the window. It's breaking the glass, and you land on the concrete outside itself, and you are now in full grapple with this Nosferatu lady. Fletcher, as you are about to take off and maybe jump inside the bus through one of the windows, you see that Scarlett has now crashed from against the window and has now landed right in front of you. The Nosferatu is now just, kind of screaming, saying, Hey, what the fuck? Let me go!
What sort of gun did this guy have? What did he drop?
A semi-machine gun. Like a
Alright,
Uzi.
we're just gonna pick it up and start riddling the bus. I don't want to hit anyone. I just want to keep them in there, or at least scare them off. Just pick it up and use whatever's left in it to just riddle it through.
Sure. Yeah, no need to roll for this if you're not aiming for anyone in specific. You're just gonna just unleash. Okay. Yeah. And as you unleash the gunfire upon the bus, you can see that the two individuals inside are now panicking. One of them, who's been released from the arms of Arm, and you saw the shadows, by the way, is now on the driver's seat as he steps on the gas, and the bus begins to take off, leaving you there with, I guess, two captive kindred in combat, I assume. And in this moment, as Scarlett is now just in full grapple with this Nosferatu lady.
Fletcher, Sarge, please, steak, anything?
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna step over and put my
Who the
boot.
fuck are you guys?
Put my boot right to their head. Just stay still. Don't move, or you're gonna end up like your friend over there.
As she walks over to the left, she could see that there's just blood oozing from that guy's chest and neck, and is just a mess on the ground, lifeless. She freezes up in this moment, and she stops struggling.
Good. Scarlett, get us a car.
Alright. I kind of opened the one nearest to us since I assumed that the owner's gone. Leaving the cart idling in the middle of the street.
Wait, what? Oh, one of the
Sir.
vehicles.
Yeah, one of the vehicles.
Yeah, there's just some people.
Yeah,
By the
people
way,
just ran
as
out.
combat ends, the both of you realize there's now just a cacophony of people screaming and people just taking out their phones, trying to, perhaps record what's going on, call the police. It's just a whole scene. Reminder that this is downtown. Off in the side, to the distance, you can hear sirens wailing. So, what do?
We're gonna take charge. I'm gonna stand up straighter, try and haul this person to their feet, put their hood up, because they're Nosferatu, right? Gotta
They're
hide
Nosferatu.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
put that hood up straight away. And whisper to them, don't make a fucking move, or else we're all fucked. Right. Just start pointing at people. You call 911. Scarlett, get a car. We need to get that one to the hospital. We need to get this one to the police.
Yeah, I go to the nearest car and then just open it since I assume they left the car with the keys inside.
And what are you trying to do here, Fletcher? Are you trying to make play around with the scene, or are you simply just trying to command people and take control of the situation?
Using my sergeant's voice, I'm gonna use that military background to tell people what to do. Command them to stay calm, keep orderly, organize things, get traffic moving. We're gonna take care of this.
I need a composure and leadership roll from you, please. You're gonna get a +1 for Scarlett.
I'll rouse the blood as well, just to really get hungrier.
Can I rouse my blood to win?
Now that combat's ended, you can rouse your blood. Keep in mind that there's people around you,
Oh yeah.
closing
I
up
get into-
gun-hole wounds in front of people.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna look for the car with the darkest tint that's nearest to us.
Sure, yeah, no problem. There's a bunch of cars here. There's just a collection of them just on the ground, on the streets. Ooh,
With
Sergeant.
willpower becomes 6 successes.
6 successes. You see the individuals around you listen up as you let out that military sort of voice out, and everyone just begins to listen to this authority figure. In this moment, even Scarlett feels this as well as she grabs a vehicle, and you just throw the people inside the vehicle, Scarlett? Okay, yeah. And everything is, for this particular moment, in order.
I'm gonna hold on to this Nosferatu until we get to where we're going.
Okay. Do any of you update Toledo at all?
Yeah. Send him a quick message on my phone. Trouble's been taken care of. Heading over to SC.
Toledo, you get this
assume I have-
message right right before you leave the Succubus.
Okay. Yeah, so getting ready to do that, I'll sigh of relief. At the club, package delivered. Everything's cool. I'd say everything, I do the 100. So I'll just follow it up with everything's cool. Mission accomplished.
Quick response as well will be maybe tell Prince we got some people he might want to talk to.
Okay. Same response will do.
Scarlett, you drive. I need to hold on to this one. Got him in a headlock, maybe. Put over the eyes.
Sure.
Okay.
This Nosferatu lady is, she's kind of struggling because no one likes to be, just in a headlock. But you can tell that she is giving, and she's like, "Oh, fuck, all right, stop, it hurts."
It's this or torpor, buddy.
Buddy, I'm a fucking girl.
Too bad, buddy.
She snarls in this moment as she bites at the air once again, but I imagine you just tighten your hold against her as she asshole. She curses under her breath, whatever she can, but eventually, Scarlett, you manage to start the vehicle and make your way towards the Succubus club. A few minutes go by. As was mentioned, this is you're just a few blocks away from the Succubus, and you manage to pull up on the large parking lot outside of the Succubus with the right-hand side. You can hear the club music booming from within. The outside, you see there's a long line with red velvet rope around that corrals these clientele. But you manage to park off to the side nearby the back, where most of the vehicles are parked in a more discreet location in the shadows. And you see Toledo just waiting outside.
Well, when I got that message, I would have ran to find a Damien. Ask him what he wants us to do that we have.
Oh, okay.
What's the protocol here? I pretty much say, hey, we got attacked on the way here. They're coming in with one of the assailants.
Damon would have been getting ready for his performance, but as you say these words to him, he turns to you and she says, "Fuck," before he follows you out. So I guess as you step out, you are with Damon, and both of you see Damon and Toledo there.
General Damien.
Scarlett look injured?
Yes, 3
Gun
super
holes.
critical.
There's gun holes on her jacket. Her side looks a little dirtied up from the boot that she took earlier.
And
And
basically,
there's blood over her.
Lean to Damien. If you just tell me where you want the prisoner, me and Fletcher could take care of him if you need a moment to make sure she's okay.
I got it. I got this. Don't worry about it. He still kind of just shakes his head a little bit as he doesn't know what you meant by that. But he eventually makes his way towards Fletcher and Scarlett. The hell is this? Sarge?
Damien, someone knew we were coming and they rammed a goddamn bus into our car.
What?
Yeah.
The other two got away. The other two coterie members of this one's.
General, do you mind? I'm sick of holding them.
Not me. Damon says as you can see that his veins are now popped in this moment. Out of character, he's activated prowess because he's pissed off. And he just grabs this Nosferatu's face, lifts them off the ground, and basically drags them.
Gonna arouse my blood too.
You can always mend out of combat.
Okay.
But he says, I'll take it from here. Make sure to tell Stryker. Actually, he does not say those words. He doesn't say those words. He's gonna say, he says this instead. I'll tell the others.
Always a fun time with us, eh, Damien?
I hope it wasn't too much of a trouble for the three of you.
Not for me.
In this moment, he just looks at Scarlett. You can see that rage in his eyes. If either of you care to look, Toledo and Fletcher, you can see the rage in his eyes sort of soften a little bit as his eyebrows that were furred now begin to spread normally. He just nods his head as he says, I'm glad you're okay. Before he turns around and drags Mallard on the ground.
Give Toledo a knowing look and a nod.
Damien does not take the regular path toward the Succubus Club. He goes around the corner on the darkest side of the parking lot, and he just simply disappears. It's almost as if he took like a back exit or something, which he probably did. But that leaves the three of you reunited.
All right, I'm gonna look at Scarlett, sort of take her by both arms, sort of give her once over, looking at her. You got fucked up, girl. All right.
Yeah, it was a 3 versus 1 situation. You didn't exactly train me for that. You're like 1 versus 1 at a time.
No, remember that thing? That's when you do a big spinning maneuver.
I don't have a big weapon. It was
Yeah,
inside the
work on that.
bus.
Hang on, you got a damn bullet in your clavicle. Popping out. All right, you're feeling all right?
Yeah.
You'll be able to
Yeah.
patch yourself up. If you get hungry, and I'm over here now. You'll probably eat inside.
Yeah.
Sarge, not too much trouble then?
No trouble for me, General. No trouble for me.
You didn't recognize any of them?
The one that is pretty bloodied up might be Gangrel, but that's all I know.
Gangrel and Nas.
Did I
They-
see
they
what
don't
the other
really-
two are? No.
They were both wearing black hoodies, very much the same attire. All four of them had the same black hoodie, jeans, probably to look as discreet as possible. But go ahead and actually, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for this. This was a direct attack on the four of you. You can easily tell that. And they probably studied, or they expected, this situation.
Anarchs, maybe?
Anarchs. I doubt it. That would be very foolish to do.
Someone who did their homework. They knew where we were staying. Sister Isadora said there were some people checking out our vehicle. That's why I switched it up.
And they knew which roads we're taking.
We stayed pretty close. It was only a few blocks. So kind of an obvious route. Either way, someone did their homework. Which makes me think it was. I mean, I guess the Anarchs have those resources. We did fuck with a Nosferatu, and they tend to be good at finding things out too. But he should be tucked away in his barrel somewhere. I don't know. Hey, we survived. We delivered who we're supposed to deliver. All in all, we did it.
So that's it.
I think so.
Do we know why they're here?
I imagine we're gonna find out. So we should head inside and get comfortable. I'm very interested to see people's reactions. Unless this is all super secret. But they seem to. I mean, if it was secret, I don't know why they would march him into an Elysium. So I don't know.
The whole situation reeks of something. I just don't know what.
Well, yeah, let's go find out.
Yeah.
Head in.
The three of you head in. And for Scarlett and Fletcher, well, actually for Fletcher only, I don't think you go here quite often at all. I mean, this is Annabelle. You know for sure this is Annabelle's territory, and you don't like Annabelle.
This is the last place I'd ever be. I'd rather be in Lake Michigan.
I mean, so as the three of you walk in once again, there are red, pinkish shoes everywhere. The place is colorful. On the ground, there is a large, name plate, title of the club. It says Succubus. On the dance floor itself, you can see people, the kind, just dancing left and right, swaying to and fro with the EDM going on. Some of you might enjoy this. Others just find this just garbled noise, and you want to get the hell out as soon as you can. How do each of you feel being in this club?
Familiar, since it's Annabelle's domain,
Yeah.
and she keeps inviting me to show off.
Yeah, Scarlett, this is very familiar territory for you, as you've been here quite a few times. Just Annabelle's parties always take place here, or either here or the Stanley Greer Mansion. Toledo, how does a cowboy priest feel now that there are, there's just a lot of debauchery going on around you? Not as bad as Mordecai's place, but you can tell that things are going to get pretty heated here once the clock hits past midnight.
I'm more worried about how Sister's gonna react. I mean, Toledo, he's fine with stuff like that. He enjoys people having a good time. It's not really his scene, but he's got nothing against other people doing it. Probably least comfortable though, because there's so many kindred here. He doesn't like being. He is a judge. He doesn't like being judged. It's impossible not to be judged in a Toreador club. So he just sort of wants to do his business here. If he was trying to party, this would not be the scene he would choose.
Okay. And we all know how Fletcher feels about Annabelle. So, yeah, as the three of you walk in for the first time as a coterie, you notice that the place is buzzing with kind activity on the first floor, but the kindred you recognize are on the second floor. If you look at the faces here, the people, it's probably business, CEO, corporate individuals. You don't just get in here because you can. You are only here per invite. There are just lots and lots of important kind here, but it doesn't matter to the three of you. You're kindred. They're easily just food for you. While they masquerade as these important people drinking alcohol and feigning their facades, you drink their blood. You are predators who are on top of the food chain. In any case, you guys get to the second floor where you recognize a plethora of kindred here. Ventru, Toreador, the Malkavians, pretty much every clan here is here. And all of them are in their respective areas, of course. Fletcher, you are immediately greeted by Frankie. Fletcher and all three of you rather, is immediately greeted by Frankie and Celia, who find you amongst the crowd as they give you all genuine smiles in this moment. Oh, so where have you guys been? Why are you guys late?
Evening, Frankie. Bit of trouble.
Scarlett was doing her hair.
Yeah.
She looks like she did the opposite of doing her hair. What is that? Pieces of wood sticking out of your curls, Scarlett?
Take out this.
You don't like
piece
it?
of wood. It's a new fashion statement.
Why is your
Frankie.
jacket all soaked in... Is that blood? Oh my god. Did you guys get in a fight?
No, Toledo was training me. He went a bit overboard.
Kicked her ass.
Yeah, he did. It was quite the
Okay.
spectacle.
Frankie, I don't know if you know this, but we're badasses now. So we're fighting and rough and doing stuff like that all the time. So. Even Scarlett here.
Okay, if you say so, I mean... Alright, she says as she shrugs, and Celia remains silent in this moment. But past their shoulders, you can see scores of predatory glances in your direction. The Primogen are all looking at you in their own little circle. Up above, there's a balcony, like a mezzanine sort of area, where Annabelle stands with a few of the Toreador, just looking in your general direction. The Toreador we recognize to be Rowena. She's just there, swirling a glass of red liquid in a wine glass. And this is when all three of you notice that there are a few waiters that are seemingly carrying platters of what seems to be wine glasses filled with red liquid.
Grabbing two of it as they pass by.
Grab one as well.
Down it immediately, and the other one the next.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Mechanically, you can slake up 2 hunger here at Elysium. It takes you a few glasses to do so because you can easily tell that this blood is not as fresh because probably it's been out for more than 30 minutes now, circling around. Some people don't take the blood, while some, only the hungry, very, very hungry do. Is there anybody that the three of you look for in this moment? Or is there anyone you want to talk to? Let me go ahead and pull up all the kindred here. Well, actually, most of the Camarilla kindred are here. Most of them. But if there's anyone in particular you're looking for or wanting to talk to, Elysium is the time for it.
I just go like looking around obviously and say like, where's Portia?
I knew it. Yeah, point out Portia. Let's talk to Portia.
What? No, you're not talking to Portia. I'm talking to Portia. I'm gonna say hi to my friend.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Go talk to Portia.
Should I?
I wish you both all best of luck.
Go
Okay.
on, find her.
Sure. So Scarlett and Toledo, you guys look for Portia.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher, what do you do?
Gonna find either Rosa or Wanaka, I reckon.
Okay, all right. I don't want to make you guys roll for this, but it will take you some time to find certain people. Toledo and Scarlett, you spend about 10-15 minutes looking for Portia. You don't find her anywhere. she's not present at the moment. Fletcher, easily Rosa is off to the side, sulking once again. You can see that Frankie is with her, Frankie and Celia. Celia is just quiet as usual, but Frankie seems to be very eager to be here. She kind of looks around, but she is trying to not to socialize with people. So she just remains by the permission. As you approach, Rosa gives you a smirked nod as she says, "Nice to see you, Sarge."
Likewise, Rosa. Drink for your thoughts.
I don't know why there's a fucking Elysium here. I hate this club.
I know. It's not as quiet as the parks, where it's peaceful. You can just listen to the wind, sit amongst the park and be. But here it's noisy and hot and civilized. I don't like it.
Yeah, pain in the ass. She kind of does the thing with the cigarette container. She kind of, I forgot what it's called. I don't smoke, so she pulls out a cigarette eventually, and she offers you one.
Take it.
And she offers Frankie and Celia one, but they both refuse. She pushes it, on between her lips as she lights it up. She lights yours up as well. We both begin to smoke cigarettes in this moment, as she says, "Must be something good if Jackson wants us all here."
Yeah, he has dragged in all the wet dogs into the one area, hasn't he? Must be quite the spectacle.
She looks up and down in this moment. You look a little bruised up.
That's just the usual decor, Rosa. Just the usual decor. I hear it's in fashion, apparently.
Well, the little one is badly injured. So I'm wondering, the hell have you been up to?
It's a bit of kindred fun, you know how it is. Always bickering and getting into little toughs.
The cowboy priest brought in those two guests, unfamiliar faces. I don't like that, Fletcher.
Neither do I. I'll keep you updated with what happens with them. Just know that it means trouble.
Alright. She blows smoke in Frankie's face in this moment as Frankie just kind of tries to get away from the smoke.
And how is Frankie going?
Oh. Seems to be a natural with her protein, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've seen it myself. Very impressive.
Not very tough though. Might need to work on her toughening her skin.
Turn to Frankie. A couple of weeks in the park will do you good.
She just shrugs in this moment as she looks in your direction. She probably knows what you're talking about, but she's not quite paying attention as she's just looking around the room. And as your eyes look around, Fletcher, you do realize there's just a lot of kindred here, like a lot. Even the anarchs are here. They're all in this little corner, and you know who they are because you've been here for a while. Anita, Mark. Rowena's upstairs, but McTavish is there as well. They're just in this little circle, and every now and again, they throw a few glances your direction.
Let's stoke some flames a little bit. One moment, Rosa. I might go have a chat with that little anarch.
Do you say that out loud?
Nah, that's in there.
Okay.
In there, I'm gonna stoke some flames.
Okay, perfect. We'll pause the scene there for you, Fletcher. As we get back to Toledo and Scarlett, we're now just looking around for Portia. But unfortunately, you guys are not able to find her in this moment.
Wonder where she is. Though.
Do we see any Tremere there?
Have you met any other Tremere? Yes, actually, you have. You've seen Sun Chi before. She's here along with an older gentleman with a cane.
Well, we could go ask the other Tremere where she is. Or maybe she wasn't invited. 'Cause you know what? She's not that cool, Scarlett. And that's saying something, because honestly, this club isn't even that cool. Like, shut the butt, alright? Anyway. No, let's go ask.
No,
come on. I'm gonna talk to some Tremere. I'm gonna drag her along.
Wait, did you... Hold on, Toledo, wait.
What?
Did you know where they brought the 2 packages?
Yeah.
Where?
I saw where they brought them right up, so I'll just point to.
Yeah, you find them over next to the stage. There's a seating area there, and Sierra and Malenkov are just standing. Sierra's sitting, but Malenkov is just standing there, looking left and right, eyes completely in some sort of panic.
I think that the Dushka needs. I'm gonna be back. And then I'm just gonna turn around and then head towards where they are.
Wait, where are you going?
Talking to them, making sure
Why?
they're okay.
No. This is out of our hands now. Like, we've handed them over to the bigwigs. It's their problem. And Scarlett, maybe it's a good idea with so many prying eyes if people didn't see you too involved with those particular packages, considering where they came from.
Alright.
They all saw me walk in with them. Of course, there's some association with the coterie, but you know, people talk.
Is that why
I don't
the
think you want that
Primogens and the mean
conversation.
girls are staring at us? Then I kind of like nod towards the second floor where
Yeah,
Annabelle is staring. Yeah, the balcony where Annabelle and the other toreadors are staring.
Man, I don't know. That pisses me off. They're always looking like that. And I'll just wave enthusiastically to them.
Remember the blonde-haired girl who's the one with the big gun? Rowena is there. She's wearing a very silvery, tight-fitting dress. And the moment you wave at her, she gives you a bright, beautiful smile and she winks.
I'm trying to be an asshole, but I don't know. That kind of blush a little bit. Hey, you're in with the Toreador, aren't you? You think she'd let me bite her?
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, let's go do that.
Now, Toledo.
What else are we doing? Yeah, come on, be my wing woman. I've been wingmaning for you hard with Damien, so you owe me. Let's go.
Nothing's happening between me and Damien, okay? We're just talking.
I heard you talking about how he bangs on your drum or something sometimes, and I thought you were talking about the band. And I point over to where the band is. They have a drummer. They have a drummer. So I know you were talking about something else. They have a drummer, Scarlett. I'm looking right at him.
I am their backup drummer when Evan can.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, you back it up and he drums. I understand. Now come on, we're going to Rowena.
Okay.
All right.
God. Oh, embarrassment. I swear, Toledo, you shouldn't speak those words out loud.
You're honest with me, I wouldn't have to.
No one talk about banging. You see Brett Striker, puffs of glitter around him in this moment, kind of drape his arms around Scarlett's shoulders. As you can see that he's wearing a hot pink like suit and tie. He's even got like this hot pink top hat. He's wearing like this big circular spectacle glasses, and there's just puffs of glitter everywhere as he approaches and he makes friendly with Scarlett as he gives both of you a smile.
Good evening, Mr. Striker.
Oh, please call me Brett.
No.
I like your hat.
Oh, I like yours.
Well, thank you.
So yes,
Hi.
Toledo, tell Brett all about the banging.
Oh, I'm so ready to hear all about this cowboy's wisdom on banging.
I mean, maybe another time. Right now, I need to talk business with another esteemed member of your clan.
Oh, yes, actually, that's why I'm here. Miss Leanne. Miss Annabelle wants to see you.
Stare pointedly at Toledo. Of course. I'll just be a moment.
Right. I'll be around. Remember to put in a good word with you.
Of course. Brett,
Okay.
please lead the way.
Yeah, Brett puts out his left arm out for you to kind of connect with,
Mm-hmm.
and you are now under the effects of the glitter, as well as he's now just sparkly and glittery in this moment, and it kind of passes on to you. But you guys stride your way over to the spiral staircase that leads onto the balcony area where Annabelle is currently at. As Scarlett is whisked away by the toreador, Toledo, you are left there on the second floor area as you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Turn. Look at him.
What's up, B? Aisha says as she kind of gives you a quick dap in the hand. She even just reaches for it, and if you say you're cool and you're hip with the youngsters nowadays, I imagine you do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Give her a quick dap. I can tell that she is not dressed for the occasion, but you can tell that she's wearing a new hoodie. Her hair is still kind of done up in a bun, and there's still a headset, there's earphones like on her ears, and she's just bobbing her head up and down, and she's wearing like sweatpants still. You can tell some of the people around her are just like disgusted by the way she's dressed, but she doesn't give a shit as she's Aisha. She's like, "How you doing? What's good?"
Better now that you're here. Where's the rest of the clan? So just us left in the city, I guess, right now?
Ma's like somewhere out with the other Primogen, but yeah, it's just you and me.
All right. That's cool. So what's going on with you? Anything exciting? How's the old hunting abroad?
Oh, going well, you know what I'm saying? But she kind of leans in closer to your ear as she says, y'all aren't doing a good job being subtle nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Who, me?
Yeah, you and your little ragtag homies.
What? Bomb threat? Not being subtle? You got the wrong coterie.
Yeah, what's
So-
up with that? I mean, I like your style, but shit, that's how you get your heads cut off.
Yeah. I think I've reached that level where I've just like become so badass that I'm not worried. Like people come after us, they could try, Come for the king, we'll see what happens, but no, mostly it's just been sloppy. I work with some sloppy ass people. That's really what it is.
Yeah, speaking of people coming after you, yo, B, word on the street is y'all put Genghis in torpor.
That wasn't me. That was Sarge, and he fucking gave him the one. It was quick. He honestly, he folded him like a damn omelet. It was. I love it.
Hey, between you and me, that's pretty fucking cool. But Y'all about to incite a civil war, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not a civil war. That's the other side.
You just torp Genghis.
An anarch. The Camarilla City.
Yo, we at peace right now, Holmes.
Yeah, and it's gonna stay peaceful because he's taking a little nap.
It ain't gonna be. Oh, you know, why am I even worried about this? I'm just here to let you know. Hey, y'all better watch your backs. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm on your side.
Speaking of which, yeah, if you hear anything about them get taken that like real personally, let me know.
I mean,
technically they
gonna
started
take it
it.
personally.
They hit us first, I think.
I
It
know
was
what you're
their
talking
fault.
about.
I know that.
What?
I know that much.
Yo, I got some contacts in the Anarchs. They ain't happy about this.
Yeah, because they got fucking. They look like fools. So, I don't know. Honestly, it's embarrassing. That's probably why they're so pissy, and they're gonna try to do something to make them seem badasses again. If they really want to go after someone, they're gonna probably go after Fletcher, and good fucking luck to them.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, oh, by the way, I still got some. She pulls out a little joint from her little hoodie pocket. You still want some? I mean, this place is boring as fuck. You wanna go for a smoke?
Is that blood drugs?
Hey, keep it down, homie.
Yes, I mean, fine. Come on.
All right, there's a patio upstairs.
Yeah, let's go. I got a couple questions for you on the way too. What do you know about crooks?
Crooks?
Yeah.
Yo, B, I be giving you all the information. I ain't never get anything back.
What do you want? What do you want to know? I'll tell you some good shit.
Oh,
Actually, I'll tell you some
shit.
really good shit.
Okay, what you got for me?
So we
What?
just brought in a couple of Lasombra.
For real? She says as she stops midway before she lights up the the bloodweed.
Yeah,
Yo, B.
like
Hey,
official
don't be
delegate
fucking
like
with me.
to meet with the prince. I'm not fucking with you. It's wild. It's crazy shit.
Word.
That's big information. So now we're fucking even.
Well, I heard there were like 2 delegates that were coming. I know you guys went to the airport to clear up some shit with
One
Flyboy.
is she ain't bad at all. She's rich as hell. I mean, kind of boring. The other one is fucking like a war veteran, just fucking complete asshole monster person. And if he makes it through the night, I will be shocked. He's gonna piss someone off, and they're probably gonna kill him in front of all of us.
Fuck, Holmes. Okay, what?
Yeah.
Damn, and you guys brought them in? You guys?
Yeah.
The 3 of
They
you?
asked us. Yeah. So you want to talk about not being subtle? We pulled that shit off, and no one knew.
Well,
So maybe the whole Genghis Anarch thing was a distraction to keep people away from the real crazy shit that's going on. Call that a false flag.
oh, all right. And you guys have probably made it to the patio by now. And she's lighting up the blood joint. And she takes a few hits. Just passes it in your direction.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll ask. I'll ask again about Crooks though. It's like, you know, is he like involved with someone?
Ah, shit, B. Crooks?
Yeah.
Dude's a nihilist. Well, they call themselves nihilists. There's like this little group of anti-Jackson sort of deal. Little coterie. I heard Genghis is part of that too.
Oh, great. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you piss off one of them, you're gonna piss off the rest of them. Being as Jackson's lackeys and all.
All right. Yeah, I think I understand why. I mean, did you hear about that? Long story short, we were attacked tonight. I'm guessing it was them. It was,
What?
hold your shit in. Come on. Yeah, it
It's
was.
my fourth one tonight. What you mean?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll describe the Nosferatu we brought in. They sound familiar to you?
No, this is news to me. What the hell? You get their names or
yeah.
anything?
Nah, that was one of them. No, I mean Damien probably knows who they are. We turned them into them. But,
Damien?
just
Oh shit, I gotta talk to him. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Is Damien cool?
Yo, between you and me, Damien's cool as fuck. Like, if you get that guy on your side, dude's loyal as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what? That's kind of a sweet quality. All right.
Get on his bad side though. You know, you might have a fist through your chest. That dude's got like the fist of Cain or something.
I knew a guy like that. Yeah, all right. All right, that sounds
You
good.
mean Dom?
Yeah,
That Dom,
yeah.
Dom guy?
Yeah, he punched the shit out of a lot of things.
Last time I heard, he like left the city.
Probably for the best. He was gonna they had to have been ready to execute him at any moment. He was in the mouth. Very anti-Camarilla mouth. Speaking of, you have Anarch contacts. And you know about Rowena then? Yeah.
Blondie?
Yeah.
The hot piece of Toreador ass?
Yeah.
Ugh. Why?
I'm wanting the feed. We've been running into a lot of shit, and I want to be
You
able
want
to
to
see
eat her?
things.
God damn! You want to say that out in the open?
Not all the way, but I just need a sip of someone with.
I mean,
you know how
it's in
it
our
feels.
blood. I get it, but like, you don't want to say that out loud. In Elysium must have. Hey, that's enough. No more joints for you.
I'm just saying, if you know someone who's willing to donate a little bit of blood for the cause, let me know. Otherwise, I'm about to try to nibble on her.
Hey, yo, your kinks is yours, fam. Just don't lose it. You know what we're like.
Yeah, that's why a donor would be better. But,
I mean, you can always ask her to donate.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, take it easy. What?
Are you trying to?
What?
Is it? Oh. Okay. I see you. All right. I thought you were. Okay. All right, B. I see you. Okay. I'll see you later.
I am officially lost. I'm just trying to get off specs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, B. All right. That's cool. Hey, I respect.
God, is this how I make Scarlett feel? All right, I'm gonna go inside you. I'll see you around, Aisha.
And as the scene cuts there, we'll jump back to Fletcher, who has now reached the Anarch little group. And what's Fletcher trying to do here? As all of the Anarchs kind of look in your direction, especially Mal Davis.
Important question. Is Genghis here?
No, he's in Torpor.
Oh, what a shame. I'll just start with that. Seems like your little club's missing a little member. One of my favorites. What's his name? Starts with a no. Come on, guys.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Anita says out loud as you can see that her partly shaven side of her head and her curl is off to the side. You can tell that she's wearing a black denim jacket and she's wearing like a black dress underneath. But she looks extremely pissed in this moment.
Hey, you swing first, I swing second. Mal Davis. All I can say.
It's Anita.
Anita speaking. Okay. Anita. Oh, especially spicy.
That's not how I heard things, Fletcher.
Well, you can ask Genghis, and I'm sure he's going to flap his gums in all sorts of different ways.
Yeah.
Speaking of, there's going to be some very interesting things tonight that I think all of you, I'm going to point to each one of them, are going to really love. You're going to love it.
As you say those words, Fletcher, they all look at each other and they say, Oh yeah, we're gonna absolutely love it. After all, you guys were the ones who invited them into the city. All we know.
Oh, you know. How does that make you feel, Anita?
She crosses her arms as she leans up against the wall as she says, perfect, actually. For once, the Camarilla dogs here don't know what the fuck is going on. It's gonna hit them like a truck once they make that announcement.
Yeah. You'd be right about that.
Yeah. I wonder how these blue bloods are gonna react.
I think you and I are gonna enjoy it the same amount, Anita. I have no love for the blue bloods.
You could have been a good anarch, Fletcher. You chose the wrong side.
Maybe.
How's
Depends.
Jackson treating you anyway? Making you run his errands?
Like a dog. As expected.
All of them kind of snicker in this moment, all like in synchronization, except for McTavish, who took offense to that. He just shakes his head in this moment. What do you want, Fletcher?
Just wanted to check up on my favorite little cheer squad. See how they're doing.
If you're up for a fight, this isn't the right place.
Oh, that's a real shame. Real shame, but we'll see how you feel in a couple of minutes. You all enjoy your night.
You see Anita just flick off her finger in this moment, along with Mal Davis, who just kind of just takes her hand and puts it down. She shakes her head.
I'll flick my cigarette at Anita.
You flick. Well, she does have rapid reflexes, so she does catch it. She just crushes it in her hands, the Bruja fashion.
Move away from them.
And who do you go to next, Fletcher?
I think I'm gonna wait for our coterie to reconvene now. I've had my fun.
You see Toledo walk in this moment, but Scarlett is seemingly on her way upstairs, along with Brett Stryker. Speaking of, Scarlett, as you arrive up to the balcony of this place, you see Annabelle, Rowena, and Stryker, and Urzuli there. I don't know if you've met Urzuli. You probably have. She is a tall African-American woman. She's got large curls all around, like a fro. She wears like large gold hoop earrings on her ears, and she also is wearing like a black gown, shoulderless gown. But they look in your direction as they give you all of these toreador smiles. There you are, my little black rose. How are you? Annabelle says as her silver hair kind of dangles off to the side.
Just fine, Miss Annabelle.
Doesn't look like it, she says as she looks over the holes in your... What are you wearing? Jesus. What is this? Didn't I show you how to dress up for Elysium? You are putting our names, our clan at stake. You know that, right?
Yes, I am aware. Unfortunately, I live with two...
Come. Shut the fuck up. Come with me. I don't want to hear your excuses. This is Elysium, Miss Leanne. And she kind of drags you in towards her private room. And inside, you can see that obviously it's Annabelle. She has like wardrobes upon wardrobes off in the secret like little closet apart from her office. But you do notice someone inside that is just sitting around. You see a dark brown-haired individual and is long. She's wearing like what seems to be a yellow shoulderless dress, and her Grecian features are very, very much present in this moment. She's very beautiful, and as you recognize, Portia in this moment. She's not wearing a leather jacket. She's wearing just a dress for once. She gives you a wave.
Portia. I was wondering where you were.
Miss Hannibal asked me to stay here tonight. Just said to enjoy the show or something.
The show.
Come now, Scarlett. You must be dressed
yes,
up for tonight.
yes, of course. As I start removing the ruined jacket and everything.
And there is a bunch of dresses here that you are free to choose. But yeah, which I imagine you're gonna dress up for tonight. Not to look as obvious as the blood-soaked jacket you have. So I imagine you're gonna put on like a black dress or something that kind of.
It's like a off-shoulder little type black dress that I can still move in if ever, we run into trouble, which we usually do as a coterie.
Oh my god, those shoes! Oh my god, do you not have any money? Oh my god, no. Annabelle is like crying, about to cry at the sight of your outfit, and she just shows you like pairs of shoes and stuff like that, some accessories. But the most important thing, or the most dramatic thing that she does, is she pulls out like on a vase there are a few roses, and she pulls out one of the roses that are black. She cuts the stem off, and she puts it, she tucks it like on your ear. Perfect. There we go. Much more presentable.
I'm gonna grab one last thing. I'm gonna grab a jacket, a black jacket, I assume.
No jackets for you, dear.
Just a handbag then.
No handbags for you, dear. What you might want to do is look at yourself in the mirror and tell us how beautiful you are.
No, I think I'm good. I already know how beautiful I am, Annabelle.
No, I want you to look in the mirror and tell us how beautiful you are. After all, you are a toreador.
I glance at Portia.
She
What's her
shrugs her
expression?
shoulders. She's emotionless. She's looking at you.
Miss Annabelle, you and I both know that I'm already beautiful. I don't need to confirm that.
She crosses her arms, tapping one finger against her arm. We're rating. Isn't that dress magnificent? Check it out. The mirror is right there, Scarlett.
Oh yes, of course, it's very beautiful. And then I start like trying to rip it slowly, like at the seams. You could slowly, very slowly, that you could hear it stretching as I pull at it. But look at this. Miss Annabelle, I thought that you only buy high quality stuff.
I need to make a roll for Annabelle in this moment. You just tore her dress. You just tore her dress. Okay, let's make a resolve and composure roll for her. If she fails this, alright, let's see. She passes, of course. She keeps her cool in this moment as she just looks over. She rolls her eyes and looks over at Portia. Portia just stands up as she says, "Oh, you poor thing. Let me go and fix that for you." As she she kind of pushes you gently towards the closet once again. In the closet, there is a large mirror, Scarlett, and she looks in that direction. She says, "Wow." She pays it no mind, and she begins to stitch up the dress itself. Or maybe you should just switch on to another one. I don't know. We can match.
Yes, that would be preferable.
As she helps you with the wardrobe, Annabelle just standing outside. You switch out into a different colored dress, but Portia just kind of whispers to you as she says, "You better give her what she wants, otherwise we'll be here all night."
And miss the prince's announcement?
No, he won't start until certain things happen.
And how do you know this?
Just do what she says, okay? Just it'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. And as you step out of the room, once again, are you gonna tell us how beautiful you are, Miss Leanne, or are we gonna be here for much longer?
I just stand there smiling at her.
Okay, you don't do what she says? Okay. Annabelle strides in your direction as her eyebrow raises, as she whispers in your ear, "You will tell us how beautiful you are in front of that mirror." Intelligence and resolve, Scarlett.
Intelligence and resolve.
Mhm.
Gonna arouse my blood. For intelligence?
And resolve.
Alright.
Okay. With 3 successes against her 7, your eyes glaze over, Scarlett, as you can't help but involuntarily look in the mirror's direction and say the words she wants you to say. You are beautiful, even though you know you can't see yourself properly. And as you come to, after following her command, you realize that Portia and Annabelle are no longer in the room.
I turn to grab the torn up jacket.
Mhm.
And then check to make sure that the letter is still there. It's not there. Fuckers. I immediately run down and try to find Toledo and Fletcher.
Okay. Step out into the balcony, you would see Annabelle and Portia, along with Irina and Erzuli, standing there. Out in the balcony, just looking out in the stage, as you notice that Baby Chorus has stopped playing their experimental jazz, and the lights are dimmed, and the spotlights are turned on to reveal none other than the Prince center stage. Just for the audience, where is Toledo and Fletcher? Just in the
Probably would have came in and started probably looking for Scarlett in the corridors.
Okay. Well, you guys would have noticed that she went upstairs into a private room with Annabelle. Annabelle's own office. But Toreadors are just sitting outside, or standing outside.
Yeah, maybe try to have a chat with. Well, I'd wait. I'd wait till Scarlett was back before engaging with them. So I'm not doing that by myself.
Fletcher, I assume you join Toledo?
Yeah, was looking for Toledo and Scarlett, so meet up with Toledo.
And as the spotlights are on, and the lights reveal the prince, you notice that he is what seems to be wearing like a brown button-up, a brown Swede colored sort of suit that is finely tailored to his body. He seems to be freshly shaven at this point. His handsome features are accentuated in the spotlight as he takes center stage. He, once again raises his arms as he says, "My fellow kindred, welcome to our Elysium. As always, it warms this old body to see so many familiar faces among our number tonight. I want to take this opportunity to thank our escort group," and he gestures with his right hand towards the three of you. Well, two of you on the ground floor and one of you upstairs. As he smiles and says, "Oh, we should call them bodyguards after last night's activity. It's kindred like you that makes unlife just a tiny bit easier. So props. So, without further ado, let's introduce the elephant in the room, as they say." He gestures to his right-hand side where Sierra and Malenkov are, as he says, "I'm aware my decision to invite such uncommon guests into Chicago is controversial, to say the least. However, I'm sure there's a good reason why our dear guests have embarked upon such a dangerous journey in a cam land. If it wasn't clear already, our visitor is of Clan Lasombra. Please approach the stage under our banner of peace. We're all very interested in what you have to say." And as he says those words, introducing the Lasombra into the city, all of you go ahead and make a wits and insight roll, please. Just to get a feel of what people are saying around you. Okay, 0 successes for Scarlett. 1, okay. Scarlett, you're a little too perturbed at the moment with your torn-up jacket, experiencing some sort of dominate effect from Annabelle. Fletcher, with 1 success, depending on where you're seated or where you're standing, the people around you are pretty much just kind of whispering to each other a few things, indistinct for you. But for Toledo, you hear a few insults being thrown around here and there. Lasombra, who the fuck? Why are they here? Why the Sabbat here? Are we being invaded? What the hell's going on? All these whispers, and it's all very, very threatened, scared, and pretty much not happy that the Lasombra are in the city, as one would expect in Camarilla territory. In any case, Sierra steps up, and just as Jackson is about to continue his speech, she grabs the microphone, taking the spotlight from Jackson, and steps on the edge of the actual platform. She straightens her back as she says, "I am Sierra Van Burris. My presence in this town is not a matter of flight, betrayal, power hunger, or destruction, as mentioned by many in this Elysium tonight. My brother and I," and she kind of looks at Malenkov, who is panicking in his seat, "have been sent here as representatives of our clan with one purpose in mind. We wish to join the Camarilla." And as she drops those words, everyone in the room is just panicking. Well, not panicking, but it's a mixture of emotions of anger, happiness, not even happiness, it's panic, it's fear, all sorts of shit going on right now. Everyone wants to either rip their heads off or find people who want to rip their heads off. As the whole crowd begins to, kind of panic, or why do I keep saying panic? But sort of get riled up by this statement. Jackson quickly hushes everyone as he kind of gestures for the Lasombra to get the fuck off the stage, because the people aren't very happy, and the kindred here are now perhaps on the edge of frenzy. So, as Damien and the hounds usher these Malenkov and Sierra off to the side into perhaps a hallway or something, Jackson takes stage as he says, "Now everybody calm down. I'm sure there's a good reason for this. We'll take care of this. Everyone just take a seat. We'll enjoy the music, why don't you? Some drinks." As he kind of tightens his necktie and walks off along the side of the stage. What do the three of you do?
I immediately run towards where Sorry, can you guys talk first?
As soon as the announcement was made, Toledo, even though he's quite aware what other people are saying, he is most invested in Fletcher's reaction. He would have just pretty much been watching Fletcher this whole time.
How's Fletcher feeling right now? The Lasombra, the head clan of the subplot, wanting to join the Camarilla?
It's all a big fucking joke. I'm gonna go straight over to those anarchs again. Back to Anita.
Going to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Toledo, I imagine you're following.
Yeah, especially after I was just warned about that we're really pissing the anarchs off. Yeah, this is a powder keg and he's a grenade heading towards
Scarlett,
us.
do you
I'm
follow them?
following.
I'm following the group of the Lasombras. I
They
can't.
disappear. They disappear. You're in this second floor balcony. The moment you get downstairs, they're gone. You don't know where they went.
I'm gonna. God. Yeah, I'll follow where Fletcher and Toledo are.
Okay. As the three of you walk towards the Anarchs' direction, you can see some of the Anarchs riling up the Camarilla people around them, saying that they knew what the hell was going on this entire time, and they knew that Genghis wanted to stop, or not stop, but like rile up the prince in this matter. That Genghis was right, that, this shouldn't have happened. But as all this is going on, you see Mal Davis sort of, yell at the Anarchs, telling them to stop. But McTavish, surprisingly, picks up like a wooden stool nearby, and throws it against the wall where one of the paintings are. And you can see that the wooden splinters just completely destroy the painting as it falls down from the frame and crashes against the floor itself and breaking the glass and whatnot. But you guys arrived at this scene. What the fuck are you smiling at, Fletcher?
What, you don't enjoy it?
It was what's his face that said that? Alec, who said that, who was going towards the painting that fell down. Alec Romas, the ministry member. The fuck are you smiling at?
It's my response to chaos. I just like to laugh and smile. Nothing personal.
The Anarchs off to the side nearby Alec are just they have a mixed emotions right now, but Anita is seemingly entertained, but she's not showing it. She's just nodding her head at the others, studying every movement.
What's going through that head of yours, Anita? What little things are you thinking.
This ain't good for business for
No.
all of us. None of
No,
us,
it ain't.
actually.
You'd be right. So what are you going to do about it?
Why are you so curious? Lapdog.
No reason. Just enjoy breaking things every once in a while. And it seems like people really want to break some things right now.
Well, if you look around you, and as you do, you can see that some of the kindred here, the Malkavians, the Ventru, Toreador, are just kind of pooling together, trying to, control their people, but it's not working. Nobody likes this news, Fletcher. So what do you want? What do you want? Why are you here again?
Nothing. Just wanted to see if you'd do anything about it. Clearly I'm talking to the wrong anarchs. I guess I'll go find the right ones then.
Yeah, well, one of us tried to do something about it, but you stopped him, didn't you?
Clearly he's not very good at stopping anything then, if he can't stop me.
She walks up to you in this moment. This small little Bruja woman walks up to your frame as she says, if this wasn't Elysium right now, I'd throw down.
I know Prince isn't here. Seems like he's off doing his own business. Is it still Elysium?
Don't tempt me, Fletcher.
Lean a bit closer. I ain't gonna tell.
She leans in closer and closer, face to face, almost nose to nose with you. She tippy toes in this moment because you're taller than her. It's kind of comedic to the two of you, Toledo and Scarlett, this tiny Bruja woman, just inching closer towards Fletcher, snarling at each other. But I'm curious, what did the two of you do?
Toledo was just watching tensely, praying he will not have to intervene, but very much prepared to if he needs to. One hand would probably be, well, I don't know. I'm assuming they don't let weapons in, so you'd be feeling even more uncomfortable. Probably just getting ready to, at any moment, bite his tongue and get a mouthful of scorpion's blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember where we are.
She does not break eye contact with Fletcher.
I'm gonna go look for Damien, I tell Toledo. If Fletcher doesn't keep his shit together and stop instigating the fucking anarchs, maybe we need an adult in this situation.
Hear that, Anita? Little anarch children, huh?
Oh no, I was talking about my own coterie mate, Miss Anita.
Mm-hmm.
She does not break eye contact with you, Fletcher. She is probably on the edge of rage frenzy right now. You can see that her fists are all balled up to the side, can easily attack at any moment, but you know that she is the Baroness of the Anarchs, and she has to maintain her image of being in control.
Come on.
Deep down, she's not going to do shit.
Just one, right here.
No.
Make you feel a lot better.
I assume like there would be like glasses of blood or somewhere around.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I grab one of it and then dump it all over Fletcher. Sarge, seems you need to calm down a bit.
I'm gonna throw Scarlett as far as I can. This is exactly what I needed.
Strength and brawl. Scarlett, if you're gonna try to dodge this, you are able to make a dexterity and athletics check.
Rousing my
Gross
blood.
Dear God. Six successes.
Maybe more. Maybe more. Try, what is that? 10, 9-ish?
Oh my gosh.
I am not gonna reroll that.
The Scarlet's 0 for the audience.
What does this look like with your 10 successes?
I just turn over, grab her by the dress, lift her up over my head, and throw her, if there's a nearby window, out that.
10 success.
Toledo, at this point, is going to blink and stop her from going out said window to catch her if possible.
Okay. That would be a dex and athletics roll. But you need to rouse your blood as well. Dex and athletics for the finesse of catching her and not.
I'm
running
rousing
into a
for a
wall.
blood surge and for oh yeah. Dex athletics.
Just for the finesse of catching her. It'll be a DC for this because of this movement. We're using a discipline, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. 7.
Yeah, with 7 successes. Leno, go ahead and paint us a pretty picture of how Scarlett is caught by you as she's flying through the air right now.
So, watching Toledo is probably also assumes that no one's going to actually do anything, so he's just letting it go. Probably not paying enough attention to Scarlett as she probably was about to interject, and then the blood gets dumped, and then he's just like, "Fuck!" And the next thing he knows, yeah, she's in the air, and then she's in the air again, and yeah, he would just in a blur, just go see where her trajectory is. Probably seeing Fletcher's eyes go toward the window, and he knows how fun it is throwing people out windows. So he's just gonna blink and mid-air just leap and catch her in the air, using the momentum, the trajectory to make sure that they go perpendicular to the window instead of through it.
Okay. As you blink and catch Scarlett just in the nick of time before she goes out the window, you use that momentum to catch her and drag her, like catching like a football or something. As she lands against your arms, you can feel the sheer strength of Fletcher through Scarlett in this moment. As the both of you collide against the wall, the ball kind of cracks behind your back, Toledo. And since you did catch Scarlett, you're the one that's going to take proxy damage here from hitting the wall itself. You will take 2 superficial damage from this. And as both of you kind of come to, you see Fletcher just standing there menacingly, perhaps with a grin on his face, as he's now instigated Elysium even more. People will react to this, by the way. You can see that the Anarchs are now riled up as they start breaking the furniture around them. Anita is now just kicked on. He's just kicked some of the tables around. What's his face? McTavish has popped his claws. And you see Mal Davis, seeing how everything is going, begin to take off in a particular direction. How the Camarilla relax this is some of the Toreador upstairs are just kind of amusingly watching the three of you. But the hounds immediately march in your direction as you find Alexa Fletcher next to you as she says, "If you don't fucking stop, Fletcher, I'm going to put a stake right through your heart."
Just responding, Alexa.
The fuck is your problem?
some people are a bit unhappy about the goings on right now, myself included. Surely you've lost control every once in a while.
I'm about to lose control right now, as you can see that she is also very, very tense in this moment, barely keeping control. Waneka appears close to her as he kind of snarls at you, Fletcher. Elysium. Hands up, remain quiet.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but just look at the anarchs, look at the hounds, sort of dare them a little bit to try.
You're smack down the middle of all of this. The anarchs on behind you and the hounds in front of you, and they are looking at you, but Waneka is looking directly at the anarchs right now, waiting for them to make a move. Scarlett and Toledo, you guys are next to the anarchs in this moment. What did the two of you do?
Well, as Toledo stands up, you look down at his hands that are now covered in blood. His forehead starting to trickle blood too, as the stigmata is.
Are you at 4 hunger? Frenzy roll, please. There's blood everywhere here. There's blood. There's glasses of blood. There's blood all over you. There's blood on the Scarlet. Scarlet, what's going through your mind right now? With 4 successes, you are able to keep your cool, but you master your frenzy in this moment. Keep it down. Scarlet, as you come to, you realize that Toledo has caught you. You would have taken quite a bit of damage if he didn't do anything. But you see that Fletcher is now standing with his hands up in between the anarchs and the hounds of the city. Off to the side, off to the stage, you see Damien also kind of just looking in your direction. He's now taken off his bow tie, his coat. He's rolled up his sleeves. As you can see, his fists are also now balled up.
What's going through my mind is that whatever happens to Fletcher, he deserves it.
Okay. And what do you do in this moment as you come to with Toledo?
Yeah, I just kind of sit up and then look at Toledo.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding from his temple, his wrists, his
and
ankles.
then grab one of the nearest wine glasses. Tell him to start drinking, just grabbing 2 of it at a time.
Yeah, sort of slowly coming out of. There's a fight about to break out. So all of his attention is on that.
Yeah.
Not even on his hunger. It's not even that he's calm in this moment. He's just so focused on that he doesn't have time to have hunger frenzy. But it's the drinks are sort of pushed. I'll snap him out of it, and he'll start grabbing him and just quickly downing them, just tossing the glasses on the ground, but still being ready.
Okay.
Because this is not the first time Toledo did that, so Scarlett knows the drill.
I'm gonna put your asses in torpor, Alexa yells out loud. But before she can make a move, Fletcher, you probably with a big smile on his face, hands up. You see not a gigantic, but a very large old man soaring leap into this direction as he lands right next to Fletcher as he turns to Anarchs, Kritios, as he says, "Everyone please, this is Elysium." He strokes his beard once again as he says, "Calm yourselves." And he marches towards Anita and the Anarchs and pretty much ushers them out of Elysium itself. The hounds relax a bit as Damien appears by their side as he says, "What the hell are you doing, Fletcher?"
What do you mean, Damien? You know me.
This is Elysium.
Yeah. Elysium that I fought 200 fucking years so that it could happen. And now this happens.
You think you're some goddamn hero you can throw people around and incite another fucking war?
Nah, I don't think I'm a fucking hero. Not in the slightest.
Then what do you think you're doing?
I didn't do nothing. The Lasombra are here, Damien. And I can tell that you like it as much as I fucking do. And everybody else loves it as much as I fucking do.
Damien, Cretias interjects in this moment as this very large ancient Bruja stands beside you, Fletcher. Everyone, this is Elysium as mentioned. Please, settle yourselves to a nice little corner so we can proceed. Understood, he says out loud in this moment.
Understood.
And as things begin to settle down, the three of you, well, I imagine you guys kind of stray off to the side and calm down a bit. What do you guys do as things get rearranged and people are trying to put things together? By the way, Annabelle is now on the ground floor and she's crying over the painting along with Alec. But the Lasombra are nowhere inside, nowhere near any of you. You're gone.
Turn to Scarlett. You might want to go check on Damien. See if he needs help with keeping things in check.
You've seen his reaction to the...
I don't know if it's a great idea for you to be around Fletcher right now.
Yeah, no. I'll... Toledo, I lost something important to me. And I don't know who took it. It might have been lost during the fight or when Annabelle and Portia took me.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Portia
was upstairs when Annabelle brought me there.
She probably
When
took
they-
it. Yeah, no, that'll be good. Let's give Fletcher a moment to. Fletcher's not going to calm down, but he's got to do his own thing. So you just get in his way right now. Yeah, let's find what you're missing. What is it?
It's a letter. It's a black envelope. It should be unopened.
Yeah, let's go ask Portia. Start there. That's where you last saw it. All right, let's go. I'll try to make eye contact with Fletcher sort of on the way. Just not a stare down by any means, just sort of a gauging. It's more of like a everything gonna be okay look, just more of a look of acknowledgement. Because Toledo very much understands now the reasoning why he feels the way he feels. So
He's just sitting in the corner with his hands together, blood sort of dripping down his face very slowly. Big smile still across his face. Still just staring into space.
Okay. As you sit there satisfied, Fletcher, and things are, of course, rearranged as mentioned. Some sort of peace returns to this semi-awkward Elysium now. The Anarchs are pretty much kicked out of Elysium. Some people also begin to leave and things like that. The Primogen, of course, are spread out and begin their own meetings. I'd like all of you to roll your wits and awareness, please. Whew, Fletcher. On fire tonight.
That's messy, though. Messy crit.
Okay. Alright. Fletcher. With 5 successes, you see a few things on this messy crit. I'll let you decide what compulsion you take. But with 5 successes, you notice a couple of things. First and foremost is that the Primogen are all kind of huddled in their own little circle, except for Annabelle and Jason Newberry. This is what you notice. All the Primogen are in one little corner, except for Annabelle and Jason. As you look around, perhaps you may or may not care that Annabelle and Jason are missing, but you do notice this because of your 5 successes. Annabelle is on the ground, kind of crying over the painting, and Jason Newberry is behind a table, kind of cowering in his seat, his eyes darting left and right, almost trembling in its corner, along with the other Malkavians, along with Evan, actually, just his child. Next thing you notice is that Jackson is making his way upstairs to Annabelle's office, or actually not Annabelle's office, but his office, which is next to Annabelle's, a few paces down. You notice also that Rosa is trying to follow him, but he holds up his hand and kind of quiets her down as he walks upstairs and finds not Annabelle, but goes into his office next to Annabelle's. You also notice Toledo and Scarlett moving around, but what you do is up to you. 3 successes. Scarlett, you also notice Jackson heading upstairs to his office. And who did you say you were looking for?
Portia.
Portia is in your general direction. She is she's by the entrance, ushering people in and out.
Then straight for.
Okay. Yeah. As you guys make your way to her, she is just busy, kind of pushing people in and out of the place. Some kind as entertainment and whatnot, but she kind of smiles to you, and she says, "What a show, right?" She pushes people in.
Did you take some from Scarlett?
No.
Well, how about you return what may have winded up in your possession? A black envelope?
She looks up and down her yellow, tight dress. I don't have any pocket. Wait. What are you implying?
Probably put it somewhere or gave it to someone. I don't know.
She looks in your direction, Scarlett. I didn't take anything from you.
Did you see Annabelle take anything?
No.
You willing to go on the record with that? So we could step aside and I can see if you're telling the truth for sure. You got nothing to hide, right?
Is it some sort of Tremere Banu Hakim thing?
No, what do you mean?
No, it's always
me
been like
looking
that.
out for my coterie mate thing.
No, I don't think so. Scarlett, he's making me feel very uncomfortable.
Toledo, let's just not.
If she's got nothing to hide, then why wouldn't she do this? Just one simple question. It's a way to guarantee you're telling the truth.
I answered your question, Mr.
You're comfortable with blood magic, though, so I'd like to use a little blood magic just to really make sure we're on the same page here.
Are you sure about Scarlett? Are you sure about this?
Toledo, please. Fletcher was want trouble enough.
I mean, I'll
This
do it
isn't-
if you guys absolutely want me to.
How important is the thing that's missing?
Very.
So why not cover all of our bases here? If Portia's willing, I'm not going to force her to do anything, of course. Dream of it. Portia said she's willing. She's got nothing to hide, so why not?
Fine, whatever, she says. Let's find a private location then.
Yeah, let's. And if she's willing, I'm going to find a spot to do a Truth of Blood.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna find a spot for you. She walks over into a particular area. By the staircase itself that leads downwards. It is a sort of detached from the main staircase, but this is a different staircase that kind of leads down into like another platform, and then onto another platform, another level. Eventually, you end up in the basement. Scarlett, do you stay with them or do you stay upstairs, looking for your what do you call it? Your letter.
No, I'd follow Toledo just to make sure that he doesn't. Fletcher was one problem enough. I don't want an incident with Portia and Toledo to happen as well.
Sure. Yeah. As you head down the stairs, Scarlett, you notice that Damon is looking your direction.
I kind of stopped for a moment, raise an eyebrow at him.
He approaches you. He's like catching up to you as you guys make your way towards this corridor into the basement. Not the basement, the staircase to the basement. Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right. What the hell was that with your... I thought you guys were coterie mates. Why is he tossing you around like a rag doll?
It's kind of complicated with Fletcher. He's got issues he needs to go through. And you know him.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I didn't know that was the situation between the two of you.
No, it's fine. It's not your fault, Damien, and it's something that our coterie needs to work on.
Well, he awkwardly stands there for a bit before he gets back to his business self, as he says, "You might want to speak to the prince. You haven't really reported back to him with your mission yet."
Yeah. Looks down at the direction of where Toledo went.
They're now just going through the staircase. They're probably on the first platform right now, and you are up above. You're still by the second floor of the Succubus Club.
Yeah,
You might want to talk to Brett Stryker or the prince or whoever. Look, I don't know. All right, I'm just here to stop whatever's going on, whatever disruptions there are. You might want to get in control of of Fletcher. The prince ain't gonna be happy about this. You know that, right?
I am aware. Are you happy about the situation?
Fuck no. You do know they're enemies, right? Of the Camarilla.
But they're trying to join the Camarilla.
Look, as much as I want to be a peacemaker, this doesn't feel right.
So you think they're planning something?
Who doesn't, Scarlett? I mean, you went to school, right? You know the history. What if this is some sort of ruse, some sort of tactic they're using?
And what if it's not?
Well, we won't know until we find out, would we? But it's best you stay on your guard. I don't know how you dealt with them, but this doesn't smell right. Especially that guy makes a lot of fucking comments. I wanted to punch him right through the gut.
Fletcher actually reminds me a lot of him. Except Fletcher, at least that moment earlier, which worries me. But yeah, I'll grab Toledo and then we'll report to the prince immediately.
All right. Well, where is Toledo?
I look down to the platform. I know where Portia is heading, but Toledo's with him. Do you want to, or no? You got your job.
Yeah, I gotta
I
take
shouldn't
care of a
hold
few
you.
things.
Yeah. But hey, when you're free, you could hang out sometime again.
Yeah. I'd like that. Maybe tomorrow. Not tomorrow. In a few nights.
I'd like that.
All right. I'll see you later.
Hey. Then I quickly go on tiptoe and then give him a kiss on the cheek, and then I try to catch up to Toledo.
Okay. And as he does, he would blush if he was human, but he's not. So he does in this moment as he turns around with a kind of a smile on his face and walks back to the party. Meanwhile, Toledo, you reached the basement of the Succubus Club as Portia seemingly makes small talk with you as she says, "So you guys escorted the Lasombra, huh?"
Yep.
Must have been fun.
Yeah, sorry they didn't ask your clan to do it.
She side-eyes you in this moment as she walks side by side with you. Uh-huh. But you make it through the corridors, and she says, "Actually, there's a few places here. Damien stored some kindred down here earlier."
You mean stored kindred down here?
As you walk through the basement of the Succubus Club, you can see that it's like a service corridors of what seems to be a maze. You pass by a few kind here and there dressed up in all sorts of attires, but some of them emerging from storage rooms and whatnot, some of them emerging from the kitchen. But you walk past these as Portia kind of gives you a little bit of a tour. But eventually you reach a particular empty room. As she opens the door, she swings it open. And you walk in, I assume, and she shuts the door behind her. She prepares a few things, as she is Tremere. She knows what the ritual is. She says, "Do we really have to do this?"
Whoa, no. You ain't doing it. I'm doing it. First of all, I heard you guys didn't even know how to do this shit before you took it from us. And yes, we do really have to do it. Sit down, shut up, let a literal master sorcerer of the original blood sorcery clan show you how it's done. I know you're new she's newer, right? She's a younger Tremere.
Yeah, from what you've heard, she's a neonate under the what's his name? The Chantry leader. I forgot what the term is. The regent.
Yeah, so just sit down and honestly, you might learn something.
What the heck? What? I know we have the same whatever.
No. We have the ritual. I'm sure you guys have a version you try to do. And we'll get out my kit, take out a small metal bowl. I'm gonna need you to fill this with your blood. You knew the ritual. You knew we were signing up for. Let's go.
Fine. She bites down on her hand, or her wrist rather, and she lets the blood out. A rouse check's worth of blood onto the metal ball.
Okay. Once the bowl's full, instead of doing the ritual, Toledo's gonna down it.
Okay.
Because Tremere also have lost specs.
Perfect.
And I can't get blood bound off of that. Tremere can't do that anymore, so. He's just gonna drink the bowl dry.
As she watches you carefully, Toledo, the first taste of this blood immediately hits you like a bus, a literal bus, as you begin to feel not much more than just blood there. There is age, there is power, there is knowledge in this blood, and as it begins to fill you up in this moment, your blood begins to be run down with this energy, this presence of whoever this kindred is. You realize this is no neonate blood, Toledo. You may go ahead and slake your hunger down to 1, and you are now feeling the first effects of a bloodborne.
God damn it, Marshall.
But we'll pause the scene here as we bounce the camera back over to Fletcher. Damien approaches you, Fletcher, a little disturbed in this moment. But he puts away his pride as he says, "You know you need to see the prince, right?"
Oh, yeah. I know.
It wasn't cool what you did. You know that, right?
Yeah, having Lasombra try to join the Camarilla isn't very cool either, Damien.
It's not what the fuck I mean.
Oh, I see. Damien, anyone could have poured a drink on me and I would have tossed him through that fucking window. Just happened to be Scarlett. It ain't nothing.
You see his rage once again bellowing in his eyes, barely keeping cool once again. Give me one good reason why. Just one good reason why I shouldn't put a hole through your chest right now. We've fought together before.
Yeah, we have. Then you should know your girlfriend's not a Toreador.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me. Get Mr. Toledo to do a blood test on her. I won't reveal, or you can ask her yourself. I'm not going to reveal the surprise. Do it in front of the prince, maybe.
Yo, if you're playing your fucking games once again, Fletcher.
Not this time, Damien. Wish I was.
What the fuck are you talking about? He inches closer to you in this moment, his brows furrowed. his nose flaring.
Your girlfriend's a Lasombra, Damien. But I guess we missed that little fact. The Black Rose.
Lasombra? There's
Yeah.
no fucking way, Fletcher.
All right. Do the blood test then and prove me wrong.
You're fucking with me right now.
Maybe I am. Only way to find out is to get your Tremere friends to do a taste for blood.
You can see his fangs quickly elongate in this moment. You see a sort of his image begin to sporadically move left and right. Looks like he's maybe using his celerity right now, just out of instinct or reflex. And you can tell that his presence, his unnatural Bruja presence, is now being unleashed upon whoever is around him. Some people begin to back away, but you, well, of course, you stand your ground as you're used to this.
I warned you once, and now I'm warning you again. And even our prince didn't know. Who else might be one? I don't know.
As the camera begins to pan out from this tense moment between Fletcher and Damien, the camera turns towards where Damien is also slowly turning, and off to the side with Frankie, Cecilia. As Damien begins to pivot in that direction, the camera will hard cut to Scarlett, who is making her way down the basement. Scarlett, since you have no guide here, you're going to need to make a wit and investigation roll in order to find Toledo. Or you can use resolve as well. Resolve and investigation.
I'm gonna rouse the blood. Investigation. Oh, I forgot to add the +2.
Yeah, roll a 2d10. 4 successes. Okay. Yeah. You manage to get down to the basement. It is completely dark in here. Some kind are, as mentioned, moving in and out of the corridors themselves. Some dressed up for entertainment. Some are perhaps for service. The services upstairs for waiters and stuff like that. But you make your way inside the corridors, and there are a bunch of rooms here. There's 2 rooms. You go down into this, what seems to be a cross path or whatever, and you find yourself having to make a decision whether to go left, straight, or to the right. You see that the service people are coming from the left-hand side, but no one is coming from the right-hand side.
I'd go right.
Sure. As you go to the right, there are a few rooms here. You pass by. As mentioned, this is like a maze in it of itself. So there's a bunch of rooms here. But with your 4 successes, let's just say that you peek around at each particular room that you encounter as you open a door and whatnot. You see eventually that one of the rooms is a container for food and whatnot. Another room you find is you find out 3 individuals are tied up and are unconscious. You see that there are blood bags next to them. It's almost as if they were being the blood was being extracted from them somehow. They're all lost in some sort of I guess drug-induced coma. I imagine you just ignore this.
Yeah.
But eventually you end up in the end of the corridor. But as you do, we're going to pause the scene before you open the door. And we get back to Toledo. As you feel this unnatural energy from within your body, Toledo, you are filled up with this power, this knowledge, and you can't help but feel some sort of attraction, unnatural pull, or actually very natural pull towards Portia, as she gives you a big bright smile as she says, "Get everything you need?"
If the blood's hitting way different, I'm
It's
gonna use that taste of blood while if that's
Sure.
okay.
Absolutely use taste of blood. I'll, for the sake of the story, let's just, I'm gonna DM you what you get, what information you get, if you pass.
Oh, okay.
Pass
You're
that.
definitely searching this. Okay. Eight successes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna DM you what you find out. Or maybe after the game. We'll see.
Okay.
But, yeah, as you begin to taste it and not recognize, but study this taste, you are just filled with ecstasy in this moment. It is unlike anything else. It's almost as if it was the bloodweed, but hits way, way harder. For a moment, or for a few moments, you sit there or you stand there like you are in some sort of hallucination, like everything around you is revolving in all sorts of swirls of colors and things that you've never seen before. You even hear whispers of your own beast telling you to drink more. It needs more of this, whatever this is.
How bad is it? Is this like my bane kicking in, or is this just
the effects of the blood itself,
okay.
of ancient blood.
I'm sorry, fucked up. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I guess this feels natural because he thought he was doing a very smart thing because the Tremere can't do this anymore. She's a neonate, so yeah, he would not even really be looking to keep his wits about him for this. So yeah, he's just probably doesn't feel like actually he was gonna actually do the ritual, the Truth of Blood. I suppose he probably doesn't feel as suspicious or antagonistic towards her at the moment. So yeah, I'll just sort of look at her at the bowl. Yeah, I believe you. If you didn't take Scarlett's letter, that's fine. Sorry for pressuring you to do this.
You know, I really didn't like
Tremere,
the way...
you're. What was that?
I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just gonna say, for Tremere, you're actually not that bad. Definitely the best looking Tremere I've ever seen. Not that that's saying much, but you're really hot. That doesn't matter. I don't know why I said that. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Unless you need something.
On the contrary, she walks closer to you, Toledo, as she takes her left hand and she strokes the side of your cheek over and over. It feels amazing. With that first level of blood bond, this is doing it for you, for sure. Rowena, who? She's your new bae now. But as she cups your face in this moment, it feels natural, it feels beautiful. She looks you in the eyes as she says, "You and I are going to be very, very close in the next coming nights. You and I will be more than just acquaintances. You and I, well, let's just say that you're going to be my new project." Intelligence and resolve, please, as she uses her dominate.
Why'd you let me do this?
You
Intelligence is all right. I can do this. I can do this. Blood surge. I can do it. Also possible. I'm gonna raise my potency if that's okay.
sure.
Also a rouse check. Failing that. Okay. Let's go.
Let's see how much her power bonus is. I forgot.
It'll be
Her power
2 now.
bonus is. Her power bonus.
Hers? Oh, who the fuck knows what hers is? I don't know who I'm dealing with.
Oh my god.
Don't forget our coterie merit.
What's that? Let's go. 8 successes.
Okay.
What?
We got a coterie merit.
Wait, what does our coterie merit do?
Coterie
What
merit
am I
for
missing?
Lasombra. At any
Tell
cost.
me what it does.
Once per session, a member of the Lasombra's coterie can choose to add 2 successes to a test made. The test is then considered a messy critical, including appropriate negative consequences.
It
That
still
would
won't be
put me at
enough.
that would
puts
put
you
me
to-
at 10. I still
but-
have a willpower I can use. Let's go.
Go, Toledo.
Alright.
Go.
So doing that puts me at 10.
What the
Your
fuck is
DC.
this dice
Your
roll?
DC is 13.
13. Alright, that's fine.
There's
That's
a-
fine.
yeah.
Watch
Oh my
this.
god.
Watch this. Watch this. Damn it. Yep, that just puts my total at 11. What did I drink? Ooh, what?
Okay. What's her margin? So 7, 8, 10. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you added the 2 from the merit? Okay.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah, she doesn't really
Yeah, so yeah, my
She
total.
has a lot over him. I think she has 11,
That's 11.
13, 15. She has 15 successes over his 11.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that gives her one more command as she uses Forgetful Mind. As she says, "You will never tell anyone about our relationship. Ever, Mr. Toledo." And all of that. And it's a crit too. So you will, how this works is you will never be able to break this from your
Nathan,
memories.
don't you clap.
All of this are just completely instilled in your head right now, Toledo.
What was the? So I don't.
First
Did
of all, you guys
never
are now
speak about
besties.
this?
First of all, you guys are now besties. Second, you are now under her. You're now her thrall, pretty much. Third, you will never speak to anyone about this. And fourth, no one will know about your relationship. And how Forgetful Mind works is if it's a crit, you are unable to break it, break this discipline from your mind. So,
Those are my new memories then. So in my mind, I
Mhm.
think we're friends.
You guys came here for as a little, little chit chat and whatnot. You guys had a good time together, and you drank her blood, and you just, wow, you're just amazed right now, and you guys are besties. Scarlett, you jiggle the doorknob open, and you find Toledo and Portia just sitting across from each other on a table. There's a metal sort of bowl in front of them.
Oh, Scarlett, what's up?
Did you figure out what you needed to figure out?
Oh yeah, she didn't do it. It's been a stressful night. It's kind of fucked up. I wasted her time like this. No, we're good.
It's
Who
quite
else was there?
understandable.
Annabelle. You didn't see anything with Annabelle, did you, Portia?
Oh, I don't know. Annabelle's got her own drama and things going on.
That she does. I think she's probably the one who took your stuff. Which Yeah, I have less authority on dealing with a primogen. But
You
we could still ask. I don't know. Why would she have taken them from you?
What is this? A letter?
You know what?
What's-
It's fine. Never mind. Let's just go. Apparently, according to Damien, you did not report to the prince.
No, I dropped him off with Damien. You gotta talk to the prince now.
We
You guys should talk to the prince.
It's part
Yeah.
of reporting, Toledo.
All right. Yeah, let's go report to the prince.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you around, Portia.
Oh, well, I'm going with y'all. I mean, I
Yeah,
have to get out of here. I don't know why you asked me to go here in the first place.
but wait, Portia, you're the one who led Toledo down here.
Oh, I led him here to do the ritual, but we didn't actually do anything.
Oh, yeah. What? Then how
We
did
had a
Toledo
conversation.
Toledo didn't do the ritual?
Oh, he did the ritual. But nothing more than that.
You did the ritual, Toledo?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know Portia didn't do it, so I
You
guess I did the
think
ritual.
So
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, and I look at the bowl.
you
And it has some
think?
blood residue. Yeah, no, we did the ritual. Portia's good.
Okay.
All right.
He shrugged her shoulders.
Yeah, well, I mean, the prince is waiting. You don't want to keep him waiting. Let's go.
Okay. Eventually, you guys make it back upstairs. Portia, being herself, just makes small talk once again. But eventually, you guys get to Succubus clubs, where all of the kindred are, and you find Fletcher seemingly just. Actually, let's go back to that scene right as you guys get to the top of the stairs. Damien is now approaching Celia. Fletcher, if you don't stop him, he's gonna go after Celia.
If his intention is to attack Celia, I'm gonna stand up and get in his way.
He's just marching that direction. As if you're waiting for him to do anything,
I'll shadow him.
You'll see what happens. Shadow. As Frankie and Celia notice Damien, they kind of give him a wave as Damien kind of stands over the both of them, seeing as they're the ones closest to Scarlett, and says, "How well do you know Scarlett?" Frankie and Celia answer that they're very close, obviously, and he begins questioning them in a rather rough fashion as he tries to get answers out of them, but they quickly respond, seeing as it's the sheriff. But eventually, he asks the question, "What clan is she?" And I need to make a few rolls. Celia and Frankie. Well, actually, I just need to roll for Damien. So just give me one moment to friggin' roll for people. But you overhear this conversation the entire time, unless you do anything, as mentioned. Okay, with 2 successes, he believes Frankie and Celia when they say she's a toreador. He then swivels his head towards your direction, Fletcher, and he says, "What are you playing at? Is this part of your fucking game? Again?"
Ask the Tremere, Damien.
And as he turns his head once again, at the top of the steps, we see Toledo and Scarlett and Portia return to the scene.
Ugh, I'm just dragging Toledo, like grabbing him by the cuffs of his neck, of his shirt, and then heading towards the prince's office. Like, let's go.
I'm going. I got 2 feet.
Yeah, You're dragging it.
I was trying to help you.
I'll see you too soon.
Bye,
Yeah,
Portia. I'll
see you
talk to you.
Should we get Fletcher too?
No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk to Fletcher right now. He's...
Well, if this is a coterie
Yeah.
reporting in, we all need to be there. Let's get Fletcher.
I'm gonna go ahead.
He ain't gonna
Oh.
toss you again. It'll be fine.
Oh. So do you guys tell Fletcher at all? Or
Yeah, I'll go grab Fletcher.
Why don't you come with us, Damien? Oversee everything, make sure it goes smoothly. You can escort me.
Fine.
Everything all right? Yeah, we just need to report in, apparently.
Yeah, everything's fine, General. Let's go.
Good. To the prince we go.
And as you guys make your way upstairs and head into the prince's office, you guys realize that, well, not realize, but rather you notice that Annabelle is in his office at the moment. But you'll wait a few moments before she emerges, and the three of you are let in.
On the way in, I'll just go to Annabelle. Stealing's a sin, you know. Shouldn't take candy from kids or envelopes from fledglings. I'll just head into the office.
Okay. She kind of just shrugs her shoulders, and like she didn't notice you at all. But she walks past you, Toledo, and Fletcher, but she smiles brightly at you, Scarlett. But in passing, you guys make your way to the room. You guys see Jackson behind his oak desk. He smiles at the three of you, and as the camera zooms out and the door shuts, the scene blackens. We'll continue this conversation, this meeting, this Elysium, next week. Whew. All right, and that'll be it for our evening. Well done, everyone. Well done.
I come out of all these sessions just stressed as hell.
It's
When
all
people play
Fletcher.
games for
It's
fun.
all Fletcher's fault. Time to murder the
Yeah,
fucking guy.
I'm very surprised of everything that just happened tonight. You guys make some
Oh
questionable decisions, which I enjoy.
no.
It's perfect. This is perfect, actually. This is great. This is amazing. But yeah, for all of you tuning in, thank you so much for sticking with us, watching the show. It means a lot to us. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, actually. Once again, I'm Lou. I'm your storyteller for Call of the Abyss for this chronicle. You can find me on Twitter at CrescentsVTM or on Twitch at Lou is Sleepy. Let's go around the table once more, starting with Fletcher.
I'm Ethan. I play Fletcher Wright. I also do variety games over on at Ethan and Dragons on Twitter and on Twitch here as well. I also do Chicago by Night game, which is on 6:30 to 10:30 AEST times. Be there for our new chapter, Welcome to Willerton, which is going to be very occulty and very fun. Resuming after some technical difficulties last week, but thanks for joining us on this exciting episode.
I am Bully. I'm the storyteller over at Table Goth, where I treat my players with respect and I don't make them accidentally drink from Elder Tremere. Yeah, check out those games over on our YouTube channel. Our stuff's there. I'm currently running Cults of the Abyss, a Sticks and Bones, a module from that book. over at the Onyx Path
Cults of
Publishing.
Blood.
Blood gods, not abyss.
Why do I say that every time? Because of this. Cults of the Blood Gods. That book. I'm running it Thursdays. Onyx Path. Go there. Oi. Okay. I'm done.
I am Arena playing a Scarlett Leanne, Lasombra. This is gonna be so much shit. God damn it, Ethan. But yeah, I do play as Ivy, the neighbor in Monster Hearts, every Monday, 7:30 p.m. EST over at Gehenna Gaming. Things are about to get interesting over there because death. Death. That's all I can say. But yeah, I do variety games as well. We're gonna be playing Bloodlines, hopefully this weekend, once I get my shit together. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that session of Call of the Abyss episode 16. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. This has been Call of the Abyss. Bye.